me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. About that time a Cadillac come bumping down the street, hits its brakes and pops the trunk, says this you got to see. I got chains and diamond rings, 8 tracks and LPs. Do you like my merchandise? Says still that ain't for me. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Now los! He throws his cape around my back, says kid just come with me. You haven't seen my stable yet, I got every kind of breed. Step inside and meet the girls, Sheila and Janine. Legs for days, they go both ways, still that ain't for me. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Multi love checked into my heart and trashed it like a hotel room. Who is your God? Where is she? we're slow to acknowledge the knots in our laces, hearted races, and we go back to where we moved out to the places, hearted races. I bought it in a can and stirred it with
5 more minutes until stream. Hello, therapist. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys are amazing. Blip. Have you had enough of his bullshit yet? I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Well, 4 minutes now, I think. Okay. Breakfast. Do you like whamming? I'll be back on. I will be on about 25 minutes past 8. Bullshit time! BST. Blip. See you in a sec, guys.
Strutting down the boulevard, I stop and grab a drink. The pusher man comes sliding up, says, boy, got what you need. I got ups and I got downs, the whites and the greens. Do you duck or do you smoke? I said, man, that ain't for me. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. About that time a Cadillac come bumping such a narcissist, still that ain't for me. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Now, Los! He throws his cape around my back, says, kid, just come with me. You haven't seen my stable yet, I got every kind of breed. Step inside and meet the girls, Sheila and Janine. Legs for days, they go both ways, still that ain't for me. Just give me the beat. That's all I need. Just give me the beat. That's all I need.
I miss you not giving everything to hide, but going out alone. I won't turn back, I won't walk to the side in the shadow. How's it feeling inside? Keeps on pulling to provide a warm ounce of love. I still can't quite get over you. Call home, bring me to I used to go back to body stone, dive into I always do.
Okay, the final thing I've got to do is locate my alcohol. And I was drinking it yesterday, which inevitably means that I've lost it because I don't remember where it is anymore. Huh. So basically, I'm here. Hello, I love you guys. Thank you for waiting. But also, you get a little bit more of a wait because where the fuck is my gin? Jesus.
I won't come back this time. Keep an open mind. Girl, just watch me fly. Home, bring me down, cut me loose. I still can't quite get over you. Call home, bring me to I used to go back to.
Okay, I found my gin.
Dive into
My life is chaos. Total fucking chaos. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna try to deny it. I'm just gonna what? What am I gonna do next? Oh. Wow. Nice voice. Which one? Where did the gin go? Classic. In your mother. She's rather amorous when she's drunk. I do like Mrs. Twitch Chat. I cut your dad. Burrito! We got a burrito. I like therapists. They're full of shit and spread easily. I will go crazy if you saw this. Oh, Hayden Phil! Looks like you're crazy now. Welcome to the club, bud. I'm a whammy yawn. A whammy yawn. Oh, my phone is right behind me. I'm gonna shove it in my ass. You have 69 missed calls. Anita is the best. The best at what? I appreciate the sentiment. Could you press what for butt foot? Could you look at my face? My buttery biscuit face. Oh! Ooh. Fuck me. I get so distracted. I've got ADD. Right, so I was like, oh, I'm starting the stream. Okay, cool. So I better press that button that makes me on the screen, right? Oh, look, I've got to clean the desk. It's a bit of spilt stuffs here. I better wipe that off. Okay, what was I doing again? Oh, yeah, pressing that button. Oh, there's something in the way. Better move that. Huh, where shall I put it? What was I doing again? Place it. Get on screen, please. But what about my face? What if I don't like my face? Rip. Oh, wait. Wait, before I do that. Almost. You like my face, do you? I have one more thing that I have to do before I can knit. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are so patient with me. I can't switch it. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Why the hell did you wait this long? I am totally not worth it. But I appreciate it. next to me sits. Look at me! I don't like myself at all. Having a bad day. What am I even doing here? Please, Cat, you're awesome, and we all appreciate you. We do. Can we have some hearts in chat for that fucking twat? For Marachi. Let's. For Blues Cat. For Lex. Looking good today, thank you. I don't have nothing. Time isn't real anymore. I don't understand time. I have not understood time in a million years. Blood force. So I'm going to turn down the music. And I'm going to change it to this playlist. Nope. Nope. Maybe not. Maybe... Maybe I'm a believer. I'll go with this playlist. And I'm gonna go with breakfast. Should I go with the lo-fi one? Nah, because it's got lots of like, I don't know, music that's no good. Let us put on some dick, some dick, some dick, some dick, more dick, whoa dick, whoa, hold the D. Rip. Bleh. A burger and fries and a side of D. A side of A. Phantom lawnmower. That's what we're gonna go with. Breakfast. And that jazzmatazz. Yes, I'm holding it. Wolf nuts. That's an interesting name you've chosen there. What is it about wolf nuts that you particularly are a fan of, buddy?
1 year of good laughs. Hope everyone is doing great. And that you're having a good day. Anita
you.
hug, Anita heart, Anita squish.
Ooh, thanks for the squish, bud. I appreciate that. TCP. Fuck me. Thank you so much for that for that 200 bits, buddy. And Garcia, thanks for 100 bits. Keen for some pod and / or casting? Hell yeah, I am. You're full of energy today. Thank you. Drinking again or still drinking? Drinking again. That's what I'm doing. I swear to God, at some point this is gonna catch up to me. I started watching you from yesterday, and I am in love with you. Wow, that was fast. Breakfast. Thank you so much. Have you seen the YouTube yet? I hope you have, because a lot of newcomers, they ask me a lot of very, 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 very repetitive questions. So if you have any questions about my condition, maybe hop onto my YouTube channel. Look at my commonly asked questions playlist before you ask me anything. I'm good for answering questions. Just, yeah, I try not to be too repetitive. Hope you understand.
There once was a streamer, wholesome and small. I tried to simp for her. Now I have displays on the wall. Bar shall Anita heart.
That was awesome. Thank you. What are today's topics? My ass. My ass is not one of today's topics. Music's still a bit loud. Okay. Breakfast. Bryce, are you drunk? I'm gonna say this once, Bryce. It's better to put it in chat than DM it, because then I have to look away from stream chat, and I already forget to click back on stream chat as it is, and, you know, I love my mods. Not yet, brother. Oh, it's just stupid! Well then I would suggest that you do the thing I just asked. Now, I'm glad that you're just breakfast. Okay, you need to put an erasure in. Oh, okay. Fuck. We got a whereby issue. Not sure what to do then. Our usual whereby has run out. Breakfast. Can you make a cooking stream where you bake your own bread? I'd bake my own something. I have a tendency, it's kind of dangerous for me to do something as distracting and triggering as streaming whilst cooking. Not least because chat might make me do bad things. So chat likes to tick trigger. We try to erase it as much as possible, but it's pretty much impossible. And I have no doubt that someone would like say stuff like slam your hand in the frying pan and stuff like that over and over again until I did. So because it's really dangerous and I'd be at the mercy of a very vicious group of people whilst handling knives and, you know, being suggestible, doesn't sound like a very smart thing to do. Any plans to be entertaining? Oof, that roast. No, I thought I'd just roast some simps for the evening. Just be like, let go of your fucking dick, give me the money. She called us vicious, let's get it. I wasn't referring to chat, I was just referring to a group of people that like to come into chat. Cause your ass is open. And they keep fucking, they keep coming into my chat and causing trouble. They're ruckus. Puss. Where has the man gone? Kind of read that people tick trigger. Yes. It's a bit ouch at times. Breakfast. Ouch at times. Breakfast. Is that how I sound? God damn. Okay, so that's my dashboard. I'm banging on it. Holy shit. Thank you so much, guys, for the hype train. That's incredible. So, press 1 if you're curious as to whether or not I'm in a relationship. That is a lot of ones. Okay, press 6 if it's any of your fucking business. That's what I fucking thought. But, breakfast. See, that's a thirsty question and a half. It's like, why do you care? Go on, someone tell me. Why do you care whether I'm in a relationship? Jesus, Anita, didn't expect to get attacked. Because we care about you. You deserve a real macho. I'm actually not into macho guys at all, because usually the loudest mouth in the room has the least important things to say. Usually as well, the biggest ego is the most fragile, and I'm not looking for a fragile person. I'm looking for someone with a quietly confident strength, and I don't think that macho bullshit is strength. I think that's bravado. I think that usually covers for weakness. So if I'm going for a guy, I kind of like them to be calm. I like them to have a calming energy. I see that far more as a much more important kind of confidence than bravado, which is not my thing. How do you recognize calm energy? Well, quite often I passively notice it because I tick less around people that have a calming energy. My last partner, he was like the sea to me. Like
Because you asked so nicely, Anita Smug.
Bagel, thank you. Breakfast. Oh wow, DGA Soul. I hope I said your name right. Thank you so much for buying the Dick is on Fire hoodie. That's fucking awesome. Enjoy, bud. So like, my last partner was like the sea to me because I was always very calm around him. That's what I like about human contact and cuddles and stuff, is I tend not to tick as much when I'm cuddling someone or close to someone. So my last partner, I liked that he was very calming. He had a very soft, gentle voice. He was like, I don't know, he just made me relax a lot. So I tick less around people with a calming energy, definitely.
Officially the longest sub I've had, but also much more than just a sub. An inspiration, a haven, a second family. Miss you all. Less than 3.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much for the 17-month. I'm glad you're still here, bud. It's been awesome seeing you grow and seeing all the things you've achieved since we found you. Stop. Saw your convo with Dr. K. It was great. Thank you. I love how I gave him $1,000 and he was like, see how broken she is? She just gives away everything. I was like, no, I just believe in mental health stuff and I like you. Can I just be nice to you, please? Roasted even when trying to help, yeah. I was like, is this what it's like to be in my chat? Fuck. Why do people keep coming back? What did you yourself think of the talk you had? It just brought up an issue that's been brought up in therapy before. A lot of people are like, are you cured yet? Did you love yourselves? And it's like, no, like identifying an issue or something that you struggle with doesn't magically fix it. Unfortunately, psychology isn't like a magician's trick. You see, with magician's tricks, if you reveal how the trick is done, it loses its magic. You're less impressed by it. It doesn't affect you anymore. People seem to think that psychology is the same and that you can just learn what the problem is. You can find out what the trick is behind all of this behavior. You know, you can find out the origin of it. You can understand that it's there and you go, oh, I have mommy issues or whatever, right? And then it'll just go, bam, fixed. And it's like, not anymore. And it's not. You can know it's there. And it can still affect you. That's just and being self-aware is the first step, not the last. So I already knew that was there to a degree, but I thought that I'd gotten so much farther from it. I'd gotten past the inability to take care of myself, but no, it's still there. And it's still painfully obvious to anyone who'll spend like a couple of hours with me, apparently. So I've still got that to work on, and I'm okay with that. I just want you to eat the chocolate. It's scary how many people want to see me eat chocolate again now. I think that chocolate eating bit really awoke some things in some people. Ma. What's the longest you've gone without ticking? It's Dr. Twitch Chat here again to go, do you tick during sex? What's the longest tick you've had? What's the shortest tick you've had? What's the weirdest and most uncomfortable tick you've had, and why? Do your ticks cause you any pain? What triggers your ticks? You know? What cures your ticks? And is it my dick? Because I think it might be my dick. That's what Twitch Chat prescribes, usually. They're like, you know what will help? Mama! How is Tourette's able to be diagnosed in those where it's not much as obvious? So, tic disorders, it's thought that tic disorders are actually present in 1% of the population, which is exponentially higher than previously thought. And the reason why is because we're becoming better at detecting it, because it is very difficult sometimes. And I think that's quite incredible. So because tic disorders are caused by lots of things, they can be caused by a head injury, trauma, PTSD, and development of a region of the brain, genes, and so many other things. So as a result, it's pretty much impossible to have one method of diagnosis. On my diagnosis letter, it says that the initial diagnosis letter I had said it does not specify whether your doctor particularly took a psychological or neurological route while diagnosing. But I know it was neurological predominantly, as well as psychological, because a little bit. Because I had brain scans, I had my pee tested, I had like lots of physical tests for my diagnosis. I like blips. Have you ever said a big secret? Yeah. So usually it's not what you're thinking or your secrets or anything like that. And people with Tourette syndrome can keep secrets, and I have secrets. But if you particularly worry about saying a specific thing in front of people, then you'll probably say it. If that happens to be something that you just don't want people to know about you, that's not because it is a secret, it's because you just don't want to tell people. So I have said to an ex, I never loved you, and he could tell it was a truth tick. Because you start to be able to tell the difference as you get to know me over time. And yeah, he was just like, what can P tell the doctors? That it's not copper poisoning. This is why if you have a tick, it's so important to go to a doctor, because sometimes copper poisoning can manifest as involuntary movements that can be quite similar to tics. So yeah. Louie Roo, thank you so much for the host, for the raid, for the getting laid, for the everything. Hello. Greetings. As unusual. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits as well, bud. Blood force trauma do the. Okay, I can turn it up. Oh. How do you avoid telling secrets when you're live? Banning people who try to trigger it. We just manage the community. We mute people first, usually. My baby died. What is muting? Like a shadow ban? No, muting is when you just give someone a certain amount of time where they can't write in chat for a while. So it's like a little warning, like, hey, don't do that, we'll ban you. And then if you don't listen, you get banned. I stumbled upon one of your videos yesterday and ended up watching your content. It's very wholesome and very inspirational. Thank you. Do you think that there is an advantage to having Tourette's? If there is one, I don't necessarily know it entirely. I mean, to be honest, a lot of us are very musically talented or become obsessed with things that help alleviate our Tourette's, and so we become very skillful in certain things. Like whistling helps alleviate my Tourette's, and if I were to give you an example of like how much that's affected my ability to whistle, I think the easiest thing I can whistle to a good degree
Hey, I've looked at your depression video on your YouTube channel and it's inspiring as someone who suffers from it. I'm not done with it, but seeing someone who managed to get out of it is nice.
Thank you, Sundance. Breakfast. Yeah, there is hope. I mean, one of the major criticisms I get for that video...
Sorry if it's been asked before. Do you tick during Simon Says? Anita just got in this stream today. What's up, Anita?
Thank you. Hello, my sweet. Yeah, Simon Says is a bit of a nightmare. Usually, because I have actually played it. I used to play it with my cousins, my little cousins. They're like really young. And they're like, we want to play Simon Says. And I was like, okay. Simon Says I'm a cunt. That's pretty much how it went. And they're like, like ready to do a thing, and they're like, wait. What?
To answer your question, no, I don't need to know if you are in a relationship, and it's none of my business. I'm not here for that at all.
Yeah.
I'm just here because you are a small amazing person who me and my partner really admire.
That's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's good to know that not everyone is squeezing their hog. Mr. Hera, thank you so much for the 6-month, bud. Half a year ago already. Time goes by fast. Thank you.
Simp and Saturday both begin with the letter S. Coincidence? Don't think so.
Simp and Saturday sub and hubbub. Blip. Nope. Terrence needs breakfast. Terrence needs breakfast. Needs a wow, needs a wow, needs a dick, needs a pounding, needs a needs to learn how to spell. Hubbub does not begin with S. Blip. Jalen, thanks for the prime. So yeah, one of the things that I get criticized for the most on my YouTube video about depression was people that are very, very immersed in their depression. Here, I have something to say about depression that I don't think I've ever said here. And that is, I get criticized because there are people who are like, there's a difference between clinical depression and depression, okay? And it's really dangerous to say you cured your depression because, like, some people can't be cured, okay? And you're giving them false hope. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm threatening your hopelessness, aren't I? And it's making you fucking uncomfortable. You see, depression is addictive. Depression is this spiraling misery, yeah? And it constantly tells you there's no way out. It doesn't matter what kind of depression, whether it's clinical or not. It will tell you that there's no way out, that you're trapped. And that's what's dangerous about it. That's what makes people kill themselves, because they don't want to die, they just want to stop suffering. And they don't know that there's any way to stop suffering anymore. They forget that they're not as trapped as they think they are. And a lot of us tell ourselves that we're trapped forever in our depression. Whether it's neurochemical or environmental, we tell ourselves there's no way out. And when other people go, yes, you can, there is a way, it makes you angry and defensive. We like to feel like we know the best about our circumstances and other people just don't understand. We tell ourselves that we're logical, reasonable people and we've come to this conclusion because we know, not because we're mentally ill. And the people around us can see the hope, but we're blind to it. And the thing is, I grew up thinking that my Tourette's initially, my depression was clinical. I thought it was neurochemical to begin with because I had so many family members with it and that made it look genetic. But when I was in a situation with domestic violence, I was drinking every single day. I would get through a bottle of ginger wine and a bottle of apricot liqueur every single day. Every single day. And when I moved away and got to safety, the day that I moved into the new house, I didn't even notice it. I didn't pick up the bottle. I wasn't addicted. I was just coping. And the minute I didn't have anything around me to cope with, the behavior went away. And then I just didn't feel like drinking for like a good year. It wasn't like a conscious effort. It just was like, damn, I haven't drank in a while. And that made me realize that a lot of the stuff that I thought was innate about me, like I have a predisposition to addiction. So I thought I must have a predisposition for depression. It must be clinical. And the thing with that is that idea kept me from trying. It allowed me to be lazy and not to reach for anything new or anything better. And even clinical depression, which is caused by a neurochemical imbalance, can be positively influenced by exercise, by a good diet, by taking care of yourself, by getting sunlight, by making friends, by getting hope, by getting a job that you love, by changing your circumstances. Even clinical depression can be helped with those things. So the people complaining in my chat don't look to me like people who are, I'm not going to go, oh shit, I better change the title to non-clinical depression, how I cured my non-clinical depression. Because I do think I had clinical depression. I do think that it was neurochemical. But I do think that you can alter your neurochemistry. You can treat that with things. And I did so many different things to help improve my brain chemistry as well, alongside my attitude change. I was going running. I think running saved my life. I was eating well and all these sorts of things. I was getting more sunlight. I was doing all of the basic physiological stuff to help. So yeah, I would say regardless, don't let any kind of depression steal your hope. Don't stop trying, because even if you can't cure it 100%, things can get better. It's your body and only you could tame yourself. Well, I think we all intuitively are the most educated on how to live our lives. Like, we are the ones who secretly have way more knowledge than we think. I mean, therapists, for example, when you go to therapy, you can come out having epiphanies, but it's not because they know you so well. It's because they ask you the right questions, and you intuitively know how to help yourself more than you realize. Going to therapy is not about being spoken to, it's about being listened to. And mainly it's about listening to you listening to you. Therapists are a mirror. So, with that in mind, I'd say, only you can really navigate towards the best cure for your ailments. Only you can really find what works best for you. Doctors and therapists and homeopaths and acupuncturists and all those sorts of things, whatever route you decide to take personally, regardless of what people say to you, you're always going to find the best one for you. Sunlight is definitely essential. Yes, people do not realize how essential sunlight is. There's such a thing as seasonal depression. Many people don't even realize they have it. You might look back and realize that every single certain time of year, you suddenly become depressed. And you didn't realize because it was so long ago when the last time it hit you this hard, but you didn't know what month it was. So you might not realize just how the changes of the season affect you. So it's a good thing to look out for. Google if you have depression, Google seasonal depression, because it can be transformative to know when it's coming and to find ways to navigate it. Excellent. Thank you so much, Brandon. That's great. I can click on that now. Nobody loves you. Vagina poo. That's a baby. When it's shit. Mom. Mama! Unspecified, cool. What? So we're gonna hop into a podcast. Hoobie, where are you? Hoobie, where are you? Wow. Hoobie, where are you now? Did I suddenly get stupidly loud? Was that a thing that just happened? Knock, knock, let's get docking!
I feel too, like, emotional about dog. That's a very cute dog.
Hi!
What's up, twat? Sorry, it's tick.
Hello. Hello to you too, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Muted streamer.
You muted me, web, by the way.
Mute stream.
10 long years is quite a price to pay.
I can't unmute.
Sir,
You're not excused.
burping is illegal, and we would prefer it if you stop doing these sort of things, yeah?
What you gonna do, huh?
Wow.
I'm gonna kiss you. What are you gonna do about that?
Well, that's cute.
Well,
Can I watch?
let me just
No,
Right on the lips,
let me just
dude.
like
Mwah.
tuck it into the waistband real quick. Hang on.
I feel you just gotta let stream get it.
Let me
home.
tuck it into my hat real quick. One
Well,
second.
fuck you.
Let me put on my sunglasses.
Is Lucy
Why does
Pie
Basil
coming?
want to watch everybody?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. No
No.
Lucy Pie today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What color?
Black, you dumb fuck! Sorry.
Shut up, twat. Sorry.
Still smell better than you.
Oh,
This is Dove Men's Plus Care. It smells very great. Okay.
I have the same deodorant.
Do you really? Isn't it fantastic? Go get them.
It's a good one, man. It's a good one.
Unlike
I
you.
bought this stuff.
I
that
feel
smells like pepper.
classy when I put it on. You know, just like yeah, dude, like it.
Wow. Breakfast. Okay, buy it now. I'm just gonna F11. Your face. Oh, I F11'd the OBS instead of the CBS.
Good job. Pro streamer.
Shut up, you. Okay, here's the rules. Don't leave the call until after I've gone to a different scene. Otherwise, it gives away the location of the whereby, and my poor mods have to buy a new one. So
charm.
Making the mods go broke. Fuck yeah. Go get it.
So yeah, I'm gonna itch my pit and take a shit. Oh.
Okay.
Hopefully not on stream.
I feel like a lot of very unique fetishes were just satisfied.
Yeah. There are a couple of people in
What
chat.
color?
Like, I can't believe it. Like,
After
What are the
all these
chances?
years of lurking the stream, it
what are
finally
the
got it.
chances today?
Go get 'em.
That was
Oh,
close
get into
somewhere.
the stream. My wildest fantasies came true.
What color?
Hey, don't at me.
XQCK.
At ya! Foot.
Hmm.
I'm the Don. Okay, breakfast. I think I've got everything sorted-ish. Sorted-ish.
I kind of feel out of place. I feel like I should change.
No, you look
Nah,
great.
you good.
Is
I mean, why-
this your mold?
This is just what you wear every day. Wow.
Literally, I'm not in like.
My
normal
sister has
clothes
one of these
when I'm
that's like the poop emoji. And like nothing drives my parents up the wall more than when she wears it for like 3 days straight, just running around their house.
She has a
Being a
poop
little
emoji onesie.
Yeah. I could probably get her to come show it, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Show
Hell yeah,
it!
we can do Bunsy bunsy. What? Onesie buddies.
Montagrib. What color? Mm.
Alright, so hey, say hello to everyone. This. Wow. This is a. This is a. This is a. This is a.
Here
This
it
is-
comes.
This is anarchy.
Yo,
is Anarchy
hey,
Chad.
what's up, gang?
And this is Jabagel. Recently started streaming.
Nope.
This is the therapist. Wow, what a cunt. And this is Bryce JR. The JR doesn't stand for junior, by
Thank
the
you.
way.
Yes, thank you for getting it right this time.
And that's Layla next to Bryce.
That is my dog.
Such a chill dog. Me like, dude. We like. Go get
Toilet,
him.
footrest, bitch.
Okay. 1 second, guys.
That's
I'll let you
perfectly
guys
done.
figure out which one's which.
Yeah.
I know which one I am. I don't know.
I really,
thought it was
out of
both.
all of those options, I really hope I'm.
You only said 3, right? So
Well,
I'm
can I-
none of them. That's all right for me.
Yeah, I heard
Good love, is
footrest
that okay?
and bitch. I don't know. What color?
And toilet. Yeah.
Toilet.
So
What?
Rest
You
in
stupid
bitch. Can
fuck.
Can I be bitch? Is that okay?
I do forget sometimes.
I'm
Like
footrest.
last time we did this, and I called you guys all the C word accidentally. So it's a good reminder to
Yes.
go get him.
Look, it would hurt more if it wasn't true, but it's true, so it's fine.
Fair. What color?
Black. Sorry.
This will be a good stream today. I can tell we're gonna have
Yeah.
we're gonna have a good time. I don't even hear
Dude.
it when I take it anymore, but then Anita's I will think I'm like, all right,
Breakfast.
that happened.
Did you get the what color from me? Because I got it. Yeah. So like
You
I
got it from a bird. Yeah.
I got it from a parrot. I got it from a parrot.
Hot 12.
It's the what color am I? Is the breakfast? Is the
You're
shit?
black.
Is the wow? Am I shit?
Bad news. Oh no! Oh no! Go get him.
Breakfast. I am breakfast. So there's this
With
the
a side
first
of bacon.
blah with this with this with that what wow. So okay, so let me finish the story. There's a parrot who's the first animal to ask a human an existential question, and it was, what color am I? And his owner went gray, and he ran over to the mirror and immediately went gray, like he was really excited. Breakfast. So yeah, that really stuck with me because I'm really into like animal psychology and stuff. So go, what color am I? What color am I?
You're black.
Wow, fuck.
Fuck off. Fuck. All right, I'll put the phone away. Fuck.
I've got a cookie.
It's mine. It's mine. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, the bird.
The bird.
Yeah, I told the story. First animal to ask an existential question from a human.
Was it an African gray?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
The-
Hell yeah, dude. They're crazy smart, those birds.
They are, but like there are smarter animals. The smartest animal in the UK is a wizard.
He's not a pub crawler. I'll tell you that. It's not Boris either. Okay, well,
He's
No.
not from Wales, I'll tell you that.
shit.
It's actually crows.
Oh yeah.
Crows or octopus. But crows, corvids are the smartest animals in the UK. They can craft tools, solve puzzles, and they can even solve puzzles faster than a lot of humans. So they outdo us in some respects.
A real bird
Pretty cool.
They are pretty darn
Real
smart.
bird brain.
You know, there's this experiment that this crow did where he put rings on these crows' feet to study them. And he wore a red mask whenever he did it, so they didn't recognize him. And they told the story of the man with the red mask to each other. And then whenever he put the mask on in town, swathes of crows that he'd never met or ringed would come and attack him. And he went to a new town to start doing it. And before he'd even started ringing birds in that town, they all knew to attack him. So the word had spread across the country, beware of the red masked man.
That's like the worst superpower I've ever heard. Wow.
Birds attack me everywhere I go.
I am Birdman. What, you sick birds on people? No, birds get sicked on me. I like it.
COVID-19. Huh. Okay. What are we doing today?
Fucking!
I didn't want to
would you like
subscribe
to
first. Well,
Am I allowed to say no? Or like...
who's gonna be where? Can I be
You
Little
didn't
Spoon at the very
run!
least?
That's consent! Sorry.
Can I be Little Spoon or?
You can be a little spoon, Anarchy. That's fine.
I'm not
I'll
great
take
at
care of
being the big
everybody.
spoon, but I'll try. I'm kind of more of a jetpack than a big spoon.
Yeah, honestly, what are you, 5'2"?
Hey,
It's tough because every girl that's has been attracted to me so far has been like super tiny, and I'm not like super tall. I'm 6'1".
I didn't say I was attracted to you.
Not
okay,
you!
Anarchy. I'm not you're handsome and everything.
she was quick to shut that
No,
down.
Anarchy.
She was like,
I'm
no.
not attracted to
I
jetpacks,
totally agree with you,
okay?
Anarchy.
Okay, ma'am, go get him. I know everybody. I know 3,000 people plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I can't count. Simp for you, but I'm not the one. Okay, ma'am. Anyway,
I love it. I love that
whoa,
Bagel's
whoa, whoa.
offended by that.
yeah,
She's
Bagel,
like,
why are you
I wouldn't.
what are you doing? What color?
And
what
for
was
the
that
record,
joke?
I've
But yes.
always wanted to have a little spoon, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm too big. Like I
be a
need to
little
find a
spoon.
really tall gal who can just cuddle me and protect me.
My
Listen,
Otherwise, I
I'm-
just get a backpack.
I'm 5'5" therapist, but I will be your big spoon. It's okay.
No, you physically cannot. You're talking.
Don't
You're
shoot my
talking a
dreams
big.
down. Don't shoot my
You're
dreams
talking
down.
a big game, but no, it's not gonna work.
That's what I'm good at, is talking a big game, but doing nothing.
True. Fucking.
So, Chad, if you know any very tall, lovely women who want to be a big spoon, you let me know.
Wait,
You don't
I'm
want to
a
ask,
giraffe.
okay?
Yeah,
DMs
she's
are
a
open.
giraffe. Like Jabeca's
I'm
a
a
giraffe. Like she's
So I'm
got.
tall?
Yeah, she's big.
I think she's
What color?
more of a deer.
Shut down.
Little baby, a little baby deer.
LUL. Yeah.
Whoa.
Lonely forever. It's okay. I'll just cuddle with whiskey. It's fine.
Wow. I'm gonna turn off the
Q.
music.
C.
And
L.
and see wow and see wow and see wow and
Yes,
see
got it.
wow. Wow. Sorry. Can
Oh,
we?
thank
can
God
we
he didn't
smooth
say that.
Buster on
Okay,
our
we're
spot?
good.
Scott Punk is not dead. I just want to say that much.
We were talking about Scarpunk before as well.
Erdu.
Any real big fish fans out there?
We actually have some topics
I'm not
this
gonna
week
say
too.
a thing.
Are you a fan of real big fish? I knew it. I knew it. Don't you just love Sell Out by Real Big Fish? What a tune.
I
Why
like
is today
breakfast.
been full of puns? What is that? What color? What is wrong with
You're
today?
fucking black.
I forget sometimes. Dang. Go get it. It's automatic that I respond. I'm sorry for responding at this point. It's just so automatic. It's not a tick, but it's just like I don't know. I'm just like
You're so programmed from your own chat that you just have to respond.
literally.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes every time I'm done streaming, I'll see a streamer has been lurking. I'm like, ah. No. Today was extra toxic. Oh no. Ah.
What's that tattoo?
My
you got?
favorite.
What?
What's that tattoo?
Oh, this?
Mm.
Oh, you didn't know I have many. This one
What's a
is
shit stain?
That's fair. That's the rest, not the no, that's not cool. This is I redrew a rendition of the Great Wave with some what color? Some clouds up here. I have some tattooed on my knuckles. This dotted on my face is a tattoo. I have nothing happened right here, and I have some other places that
you wait. You tatted your finger. How?
Fancy
Dude?
that on the side of his cock.
I'm good. I'll stick to forearm. Not as good as I get.
Yeah. Well, what color?
There you go.
One piece tattoo. Yeah, it is a one piece tattoo. Nice. Fuck them.
I'll stick to my tramp stamps. Thank you very much.
Bryce. Okay, how much money would it take for you to actually get a tramp? Bryce, I'm not even joking.
We are talking to the right stream right now to start a GoFundMe,
I
Bryce.
ain't gonna try and
Dude, please, Bryce. What color?
This is an inappropriate discussion to have on stream. I'm not gonna say no.
Bryce, how much money to get a Twitch Prime tramp stamp? Name a
Oh
cost.
my God, please.
We
Bryce.
have a GoFundMe ready to go with this community, Bryce. You need to name a price and we'll start a page. Let's go. Come on.
I ain't gonna no.
Please. Come on, put a number to it, Bryce. This is the time.
Please, Bryce.
And then you can get Anita Prime under it.
No, I already saw somebody fucking drew Anita's face with a pen on their body, and it was like the worst thing I've ever seen on my entire life. So,
I saw
please no Anita. You don't remember that shit?
I thought it was just a Photoshop picture of like sweet.
No, they used the pen and they fucking doodled. It was.
I tend to refrain from commenting on some of the things that people do in my community because it's like so well-meaning that it feels wrong to say anything negative about it. So, like, while it might seem odd to you, that someone might draw a face on their body, I drew on myself all the time. If someone happened to just pick my face to do it with, that's kind of sweet, I guess. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna get too weirded out unless it says like "fuck me" underneath it or something, you know, because that's happened. That has happened.
I bet it has. What color?
Right, next tattoo coming 2021.
Stop.
Yeah, let's go, dude. No. GoFundMe number 2.
Fuck.
I'm good. I don't think my parents will be very happy with that.
Probably not.
What are they gonna see it?
I don't know.
You don't have to tell
Hey,
them.
Mom, Dad, look at the tramp stamp.
Look at this tattoo I got.
So, like, therapist, how much would it? How much would you have a Twitch Prime tramp stamp above your ass for? Like, how much money would it take?
I'd say honestly, like reasonably, I feel like anything less than 20 grand, I would say no to. But I would have a very but I would have a very tough time saying no to 21. You know what I mean? If somebody was like, "Here's $21,000, get this stupid tattoo," I'd probably do it.
I do it for free because I don't really care. Tattoos are
especially
tattoos.
Because like I can basically moon my chat every time somebody subs with Twitch Prime, so like that's probably worth the money as well.
Yeah, but you're like one slip up away from getting banned. Like, if you accidentally stumble whilst you're pulling it down.
You gotta live life on the edge, Anita. It's fine. Like, what's life without a little risk?
Therapist of all people talking about living life on the edge. Mr. What was it called? Quiplash?
Mr. Vagina! How much anarchy? How much anarchy?
For me?
Good point. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, dude. Not much. Like I really just don't care anymore.
Anarchy's like, pay for the tattoo. And
yeah, if you pay for the tattoo, I just don't pay for the tattoo. Honestly, I don't give a shit at this point. I'm not kidding. Pay for the tattoo, I'll get it done.
Bryce, what about you?
What fucking color?
I'll fucking do it myself. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
For how much? For how much? How much would
I'm doing it myself. I'm not going to charge myself money, am I?
No. You're gonna just do it for free.
Like,
Shut
so
up, right?
if someone donated and went, "Here's this X amount of money, get a Prime tattoo." How much would it take? Like, how?
I just want like someone to Prime sub to Anita right now, and I'll do it.
Bullshit.
I call bullshit. Call bullshit.
How are you gonna do it? We're in COVID.
He can
I'm doing it myself.
Himself.
Yeah,
I've got blue food coloring. I've got some needles.
I don't think food coloring would hold up very well.
The actions and opinions of Bryce, they are not reflected.
Hey, I've got plenty of pens back here that I can just empty the ink out of. You know,
we can make a jail. What is it like?
Bryce, do me a favor and never become a tattoo artist. Like, just please.
I want.
Do you want to see some of my artwork? Hang on.
Yes, you've got artwork.
Oh my
Oh
god.
wait,
yeah.
no, we
I
played
have
Scribblio with you.
artwork.
Oh yeah, the
That's
chimpanzee.
Anita,
dude.
that's
Oh,
The chimpanzee, dude. Go get him. That shit was dope. What
I don't know
color?
what chimpanzee you're talking
By
about.
the way, Bryce, there was a lot of Twitch Prime subs.
Really?
I have a lot of.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
really?
Oh
There
fuck!
really
Right,
was.
count them up. We'll
Fuck.
get all the tattoos right across. Just above the moon.
Thank you guys so much.
Hey, can you get banned for showing art that's like nudity? Because I have a lot of like old men that are naked from art school. We have to draw a lot of naked old men, so I have a lot of that shit lying around. So
Don't
lot
show
of
it on
peepees.
stream. I just have to get in bed today.
yeah, fair enough. What color?
Black. So
We got to figure out a way
black.
to stop this. This is not. This is. Gotta work on that take
This is
specifically. dude.
racism. Bleh, taste wow. It tastes wow. It tastes sweeter than your grandma.
She knows a thing or two about racism too. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, dude, apartheid's a bitch.
You invited me to this. You invited me here.
What can you say, dude?
It's I think I'd do it for 100k.
You reckon?
You're
might
really
be.
like, oh, no,
Oh,
dude.
you really
You're
expensive, girl. Damn.
What color?
I'd get Twitch Prime on my lower back for
Just
100k.
are we talking about like the crown?
You know what?
Or like you know how like when it's like the little blue thing?
No,
We're talking about actually
it's Twitch
Prime.
Prime and then
The
Anita
words.
Prime under it. So it's her face and the
Okay, I'll
crown
do it. If
under
somebody
Twitch
pays
Prime.
for it, Twitch
People would just think it's a Tourette
I'll do
pun.
it.
People really just think it's a Tourette pun.
I don't
Just
really know
getting
how
on
to
your
feel
back
about having
there.
your name on me though, Anita. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, Anita, here's the question though, right? Would it be more or less expensive instead of Twitch Prime to get my face tattooed onto your body?
To get your face, I'd need half a
Yeah.
mil at least.
Oh,
I'll take it, dude. That's not. We can go fund me that chat. Let's get it started. We got 3,000 people here. That's a little bit of pocket change. Everybody chips in.
What
This
about my
guy
face?
doubled his viewers when he turned his camera off. I
Bryce-
just can't get
Fix
over
that,
that.
dude.
Bryce, yours is actually easier to capture.
It's just fucking pasty. All right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's easier to draw, I feel. But you are an obnoxious prick. So I would go. I'd go about 600k.
Not necessary. Not. I was looking
Not
to see if I was
not
a
even
I'm
a
tick.
getting
tick
a
out
big
of
look
Not even
of
a tick,
approval
no.
for that from Layla.
A hun-
She's
100k prick tax, and I'll get it done.
That's not
Am I
bad.
paying that pick tax or is that from the GoFundMe? Because I don't have this sort of money.
Bit of
Yeah,
column
literally
A, bit of
sweet
column B.
Anita,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, but Anita, the final question is: so you got me, you got Bryce. How much to get Layla's head tattooed onto you?
The Doge.
The dude.
The Doge.
Do you want to sit up? Hang on. She'll sit up if I don't want to. There you go.
Wow,
I feel
look at her
like-
profile. Look at her
Oh.
muscle. Healthy
She's
dog.
beautiful.
Why are you lying down?
Lazy.
Come on.
For Layla?
Do you want to look into the camera? No, she's not going to look, is she? My hand look.
I'd say
Perfect.
20k. 20k for Layla.
There you go. That's fair. We can make that
20k
happen.
for Layla.
I
I'll do it
feel
for
like
free.
you, an animal lover, would get a dog for like way less.
If it was a dog I knew, I'd probably
Oh,
just
okay, fair.
I'd
Yeah.
probably just do it. But
Fair.
Mm.
I've only met we're not at that level. I've met Layla once.
Oh, I see.
She loves everyone but me. As soon as she's someone new in the house, it's like, who's Bryce? I don't know who that is.
Why does that sound like I've heard that story before, but about like all his girlfriends?
I've had no girlfriends, mate, so...
You're having a laugh.
Yeah,
You're having a laugh, having a giggle.
You're having a fucking giggle. Oh,
Not
please.
a single one, Bryce.
Apart from, like, primary school. Elementary school for Americans.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like, but
count.
that's not really a girlfriend, is it? So,
The chick you
I
give
mean,
her Ella.
I guess. You what?
You give her an Ella in the morning. You see her. Hey, what's up? You walk
Hey,
by
what's
her.
up?
What
Up,
up?
girl?
No, you try to act cool in the playground, you're just like... Alright.
Hey,
One time
girl, you
I-
see this macaroni necklace I made? It's for
Ew.
you.
One
I
time in
could
high
go down
school,
my
I
way to
watched
make a
my
macaroni
friend
necklace.
dap his girlfriend up. Like, no kissing, no hugging. He just, like, walks up to her, like,
He dapped her up.
He dapped her up
That's fucking
real
awesome,
quick.
dude. That's
And
so
then he
awesome.
walked away. And I was like, your boyfriend just dapped you.
He's like, you know what? We good. And then just left.
He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Chad, get you a girl you can dap up. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
Nice
but
smack
only
tits.
dapping up?
Began by
Thank
just
you.
dabbing up, sure.
Wow.
I pretend I know what
Bagel
dap up means.
will just like agree to anything. It's amazing.
Honestly.
I don't know why. It's like I have no filter.
That's because you're a simp. That's why.
I got shut the fuck up there. You're just mad because I don't simp for you.
Poop onesie.
I mean, I'm kind of glad.
Nobody sits with therapists.
I'm trying to do my best to live my life STD free, and I feel like the second you start simping,
I don't have STDs,
it's gonna
but
put that risk up high.
But simps don't get laid.
Don't they?
It's a good
No.
point.
That literally doesn't make it
Doesn't
better.
mean-
I'd rather take the STD comment than the
Surely that doesn't mean they still don't have STDs, right?
I just want to say, Anita, thank you for double teaming in on Bagel. That was great.
Shit on my tits.
Okay.
OMGLUL.
Double chocolate.
That's the Aniki Chad and one of the Black Kids special. Let's go. No. What is that?
We call that the tier 3 sub special, dude.
Sub special. Whoa, Eliana, get out of here! God damn it! Some of my chat is. Oh no. I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry in advance. Okay.
Aniki's chat's found out about the podcast. Time to
Yeah,
run.
I don't really tell them about it because
Has-
I like to keep this place pure.
Has any of you dated someone with Tourette's?
Ugh.
No.
Try
I
to
feel
avoid
like-
them because.
Oh yeah, for you, yeah. That makes sense.
So I've never dated anyone with Tourette's. I think being triggered all the time might be especially exhausting.
Yeah.
But I as someone who's been dated, I need a certain kind of someone. So either someone who's into pain or someone who's very, very tolerant of it. Because I spank really hard. I slap
Right.
cocks. I
I don't think I have a problem finding someone into pain on Twitch, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in your chat.
There's a lot
that
of chat
are,
right now just going like tick. Yep.
Yeah,
Tick, yep.
they've already got the checklist sorted out. They're just ticking
else we
everything off
looking
now.
Because you sometimes what you worry about doing because you don't want to do it becomes a tick, and the last thing you want to do is hurt someone you love. So,
Yep.
Unfortunately, I will give him a dose of feminism. One of the things I'll do is like smack him up the tit, so like poor dude's tit just goes
Up
Go.
the tit. Oh,
feminism.
ow.
You ever given somebody a nice little tip slap,
Yeah, like,
No?
psh.
Stop.
but around on the tip of the dick? That's where it hurts the most. I found.
Oh,
I was standing there one day, and one of my mates just came out to me and just it was actually kind of beautiful to watch. He was so fluid in his motion.
It's honestly like a whip, dude. Because they
It
pull it
was.
back every time, and that
torque
that
his
makes the
waist and
flick.
Go get him. She was kind of nice.
Yeah, people used to do that in high school. The fucking time they just walk past you, do the underarm as well.
Good morning.
You're like, hey man, you ready for that exam? Bah!
Not
You're
anymore.
like, I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, dating with this here lovely, great, very fun to have condition was never a problem for most of my dating life. But you know how chicks wax me,
chicken.
yeah? Cluck. Most of my dating life, my ticks are pretty minor.
fuck
So
off! Fuck off!
fuck. Okay. Pretty minor.
I'm not sorry, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, I know. But I would always hit people and slap people. And to this day, anybody that I'm close to, if they're sitting next to me, it's always just, I'm not even looking at them. My hand's just over here. So what do you want for dinner tonight? I'm just fucking getting the shit out of them 24/7. It's a good time.
Damn, dude.
I think one of the funniest things about
Foot
having
long?
Tourette's in a relationship is embarrassing your partner. So
Oh yeah.
one of the things that happened a lot with me when I was in like shops and stuff is like I'd have a tick where I'd dance or something, and in response they'd just dance more vigorously, like full on break out and do the worm on the floor and just like be like "Pachow," like doing the moonwalk terribly and stuff. So everyone looks at them instead because they knew how embarrassed I was. So like fuck it, everyone look at me, I'm Mr. Meeseeks. And like that was really awesome. But like sometimes it would be things like bleh, Because I have like a hyper sense of smell, like a superpower level sense of smell. Unfortunately, I know a lot about people, including when they've just had sex. And there was a couple who walked past me. Best lube, and I went. They just did anal, like really loudly, like echoing across the aisle.
Oh no! Oh no!
And that point, the guy who dances with me, the dance dude, he just walked away. He was like, "Nope, you're gonna have to take all of that."
This is your moment.
No, you can do this. I mean, I've known you. Every time you're hanging out with a dude in public, I've seen the micro penis one come out all the time. So I feel like that one would be hard to deal with on a daily.
Well,
you know
so
I mean?
most people, I'll dick shame them, and I'll go, "He's got a tiny cock," or "He likes pegging," and things like that. But with
it's the second one. Listen, asking for a friend, of course. Is the second one really that bad?
No, but like I mean,
No,
personally,
definitely
I don't really want it. Like even when I'm with a lass, I won't really go back there. That's not my thing personally, but I'm totally cool.
Back door.
Yeah, I completely understand.
No backdoor
why
shenanigans.
Yeah, because like it's a lot of mess and aroma and prep and all of that.
It's not even good.
Yeah, for something that doesn't physically stimulate me whatsoever. Like I don't get a kick off being in charge or
What
like
color?
dominating or humiliating anyone. So like because there's no sensation for me, like nothing physically stimulating me, I don't really feel like that's a lot of effort and bacteria for something that's not even going to do anything for me.
Me and Malkova once said that it's like trying to get through the world's tiniest door to the world's biggest hallway. And when she said that, I was like, true.
That's exactly it. Wow.
It's the best I've seen it like articulated or explained. Like once you get there, it's just like this was not worth the trauma and the cleanup afterwards. Not good.
Wow.
Not good. So yeah.
Duly noted. So basically, I like butt fun is not my thing for me or for my partner. Like I'm not a butt person. I'm more of a boob person, both women and guys. I'm more of a boob person. Because like with boobs, they're like squishy.
Boobs are for children.
Listen, you just like the poop rocket. That's what you like.
Look, I'm small. Like that is technically true. Boobs are for kids, but like I am small and like they are at eye height. So like
I was gonna say they're like head height for you. So like yeah, that's fair.
So like if I'm gonna enjoy the view, more power to me because it's making the best out of a certain situation. You know, my height situation has its perks. I get a good view of the boob.
Fucking gnome.
So wait, are you really into like knees when you're standing up? Because like all the people's knees are eye height as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised by you're not into butts because you're right at butt height. I'm standing next to you. You're like literally down here.
It's been all day with these two like this. It's been all day with them like this. It's
What do you mean all day? This is the first time we've spoken all day.
fucking Bryce and he's fucking not Bryce, fucking therapist. All day with the goddamn puns. And you're like 24/7 anyway, Bryce. So
yeah.
That's an awful assumption, and I wish I could disagree with it.
So listen, Anita, why do you prefer the boobs? This is a very important philosophical question.
Okay,
What is appealing to you?
Well, firstly, they look nice, they're good to squish, and they don't have loads of shit between them.
put your head on boobs. Have a nice nap.
Yes, you can.
I reckon
Look, to
all
be
these
fair,
arguments
you can
could be
do
made
that
for
with a
ass.
butt, but it's
Yeah.
risky. Right?
No,
Like,
you're
you
gonna
can
be
do
doing
that.
things while you sleep with your head over down there. But with listen, if you
Why
never
are you
put your head-
aiming down,
Listen, bro,
Anarchy?
You never put your head on a pair
You're
of
not
titties, man.
sandwiched between
You're
the
the
cheeks,
fucking
you're not
best
going
duo.
Anarchy, this will blow your mind. Ready? This is a butt. Problem solved. Look at that.
You know, work skills.
You can turn away as well. You don't even have to
Yeah,
go like
problem-
towards the
problem
hole. You
solved,
can
dude.
turn away.
Okay.
You're not
Well,
going
if you really
between
want to
the
be a human being with your head on a butt, come on.
Dude, if
Yeah,
it's
you
a
would do
nice
that.
butt, that is
That's
some
really
comfy
oh
shit,
god.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, dude. Listen, go get him. Anyway,
Listen, man,
butts
I
aside.
for the record, I appreciate both, but like, you get a really nice butt through hard work, and that hard work's pretty hot. So
No,
you
it's
know,
genetics.
It's just how
but,
it is.
yeah.
No,
Fuck.
you can have some shit genetics and work hard and get a pretty fairly decent butt. Man. It's
No,
good.
No matter what I do, like if I starve to death, I will still have a fat ass. Like I don't know what it is. There's just no fixing it. I am Caribbean. Like
I mean, brag
Alright.
about it, dude. No matter how much weight I lose, my dick is just still enormous. Like I just don't understand what I can do to
What
stop
color?
this thing. Like I'm running out of Velcro to strap it to my ankles, dude. Like this is getting rough.
So Bagel, how did it go? You know,
I'm good.
enjoying this lovely chat. Yeah, these two are middle schoolers. It's you and me and a bunch of middle schoolers, Bagel. Fucking
So
butts
Bagel,
and all of these.
this is an important question, Bagel. Are you a
Okay.
butt or a boob gal?
I'm not even gonna answer, dude.
She likes twat.
It's because she disagrees with Anita. She doesn't want to answer.
Lesbian! Blip.
She doesn't want Anita to be disappointed in her. So that's what I say.
Oh my
Bagel's
god,
like,
can we
I'm
not?
really into personalities. So.
Well, Bagel.
Yeah,
Come
what
on,
is it?
Bagel.
Come on.
Pick an answer. Oh, she's gonna say feet. 100%. Come on, Bagel.
I'm just not even gonna answer. You can answer for me. It's fine. Whatever he's saying. It's
Bagel is really into elbows. That's what I'm hearing, dude.
good.
How do we talk
Why
about
would
feet
you
every
say?
fucking podcast?
What would you say? What's the problem?
I was gonna say, but apparently I'm into necks, feet, and foreheads and elbows. I don't know.
Listen,
really
you got a couple of favorites. It's fine.
I'm just not gonna-
Yeah, come on.
There you go.
Go
There,
on,
that's the
Bagel.
answer. You guys, it's everything at this point. There you go. Really like
Nah, Bagel, you're not-
personalities.
Listen, you're not getting away with this. Like, we
I
need
like
an answer.
personalities.
This is important.
Personality.
Bumps away!
That too.
She just whistled the bomb.
Yeah.
That's a tick. Very nice. Very,
I like
very
that.
nice.
I'm kind of I feel like I'm a butt person. I don't know.
A woman of culture, I see. Very nice.
Like little butts or big butts?
All butts. It's
She's a
fine.
big.
I'm not butt biased.
I accept all
honestly,
butts.
I'm learning to let people have their opinions, but you guys are just wrong. That's we can just leave it there.
I don't know.
I'm trying to be a better person and not argue with everybody. But you guys are
But-
fucking dumb and wrong.
And wrong. Whoa,
I didn't even
whoa,
want to
whoa,
answer. And everybody's like, "Yes, answer the question." Like,
whoa. Wow.
So wait, Bryce, you're the tiebreaker. We've got two boobs. We've got two butts. What's
you said
winning
it
on
was
the stream?
I already know Bryce's answer.
Is this yeah? Is this even going to be like a thing? Because
This is important, Bryce.
Just tell us, Bryce.
I like the boob, but I also like the butt.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Fuck.
Bullshit.
I think.
Anita, why do you know this?
Because he gets drunk around me and tells me
Shut
a
up!
lot
Shut
more
up!
than
No,
he
no,
would
shut up!
Story time.
I like
All right,
it.
Anita.
Okay, no, listen.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Bryce, excuse me. Anita's talking. Anita, you had a story to
Yeah,
tell
Anita,
the
you had a-
class.
Yeah, Bryce, tell everyone how you got pink eye that time.
Huh?
Oh, Bryce, did you go looking for treasure, buddy? Come on, dude. You shouldn't be doing that, Bryce.
Hey, go get him. Play stupid
I
games
found it.
and win stupid prizes.
Wow.
When you
Wait,
go
Bryce, is
looking
this
for
why
that-
you don't
that
like-
pirate booty?
Is this why
Yeah.
you don't like 69? Did you get pink eye last time? Like,
What a shit topic, honestly.
wow.
Bryce, was it your boss's wife again?
No! There's a line! Anarchy,
What are you talking about?
There's a line!
What are you talking about?
Anarchy,
Yeah.
You
This
can't
is some
My
bullshit,
man,
right?
Bryce.
see the line anymore!
It's no, shut up. It wasn't.
You've just gone so
Bryce.
far over the line. Right now.
Bryce is the king of just because there's a goalkeeper doesn't mean you can't score. Well
Hey.
done,
Listen.
Bryce.
Person eating,
Listen.
baby.
Listen, this is all conjecture, and I really don't appreciate it. I really don't appreciate this. This is
Yeah, Bryce, pick a card, man. Pick a card. Two of
Oh my
wide.
god.
this is all just ridiculous. Okay,
Bryce. Yeah, the worst part is like one day I'm gonna come to Scotland, I'm gonna go to your work and I'm gonna run into your boss and I'm just gonna start
No, you're
crying
not.
with laughter and he's not gonna know why.
Hey,
and I'm just gonna look at him and I'm just gonna cry with laughter.
this story is all wrong. Okay,
I'll
Alright,
please
elaborate,
clarify.
tell us,
Yeah, please
Tell us.
elaborate.
Tell us, Bryce.
next story, next topic, please.
Wait, Bryce, are you pleading the fifth? Is that what we're hearing? You plead the fifth, Bryce?
Okay, I
Flexing.
can neither confirm nor deny that any of this has happened.
The correct answer is to say you deny it, because now you're about to
Yeah, yeah, it's probably best just
Listen.
to lie in this situation.
Listen,
Bryce.
okay?
Huh.
Listen,
Bryce,
Yes.
are you any good
Mhm.
at editing? Because like you're probably gonna need a new job after this discussion.
There you go.
Anita's gonna hire you as an apology for losing your job on the podcast.
Listen,
Shit on my
I
tits.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
Good boy.
This is a whole load of bullshit, and I really don't like this imposition. I think this is a, I don't like the insinuation that someone went on
Can we
somewhere.
get some X's to doubt in the chat, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Bryce, if you're ever running low and you need some Viagra, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? If you ever need to go for a
You
run.
Yeah,
got-
Okay, I've never. Listen,
Anaki's
I've-
dad's got the hookup, dude.
I've never had that problem,
Yeah?
so
Go for you.
I don't want this to go into a conversation about my erectile health, but
How does it end up here every time? Every single time.
It's like we have like written topics and we still
work
spiral down.
And it's always peepees and wee wees.
Right. Moving on, I think is the best way to go about this.
I like to eat. Ugh.
And scene. Anita, topic 1. What do we got?
What are we doing?
All right. This is one for you, Aniki. Do people accuse you of faking your Tourette's?
Yes, ma'am, every day. And it
So-
worries me because in 3rd grade, I told a kid. So when I started off, my tics were pretty minor. In 3rd grade, I told a kid named Krishna that I had Tourette's. And he gave me
Wow.
such shit for it for 2 years that I was like, I'm never going to tell anybody ever again. And then as time went on and mine got worse, people were like, hey, I've known you for X amount of time and you were never doing this and this and this. So it's kind of weird that you're up to this now. So now I carry around, I saw a neurologist and got an official diagnostic paper that I carry around with me literally everywhere I go. So just in case I say something or somebody gives me any shit,
Nice
I can always-
tits.
yeah,
Do it
if I can make
again.
the tech bounce. No, anyway, yeah, I can always be like, listen, man, I have a fucking license that my brain no worky proper. So yeah, I get it a lot, and that's why I have the thing in my chat that's like, yeah, all right, here's. I feel like if people see those papers and they still don't believe me, then it's like at this point, I don't know, you just whatever, you know what I mean? Go get them. Just fucking
Yeah.
whatever.
So like, I get accused of that quite often in chat, and I've just gotten bored of it. At first,
Yeah.
I was just like, there are so many people with Tourette syndrome, and I brought them on the channel, and they would talk about all the times they were accused of it, even before they were in the public eye, before they ever streamed, before anything happened. Like even as a kid, like you get accused of faking because people just don't understand how complex actions can be fake or situational actions can be fake.
Yeah.
And so my Tourette's was actually worse just as I got with my last partner. So but I used to do things like I'm a pedo, like just like really loud, just like echoing up the streets and stuff like that. It used to be very severe. Like, and as well, I used to punch myself in the face so often that I distorted my bones like all day, every day, constantly. I had like one strong arm. I had like dude syndrome, like lonely dude syndrome. I had one big hench arm because I was
This thing,
punching
this is what you're talking about. This thing right here. Yeah.
Yeah, lonely dude syndrome. So I had that for like a completely non masturbatory reason, and I swear. And the thing with that is like back then I was terrified of telling people that knew me when my tics were much more quiet, because the thing is people say, because they read the statistics and the statistics lie. The statistics say, oh, by a certain age most people with Tourette syndrome it dies down, and it's like, well, no, like it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Like this is the thing. And a lot of people who even people who got better went through like a swing.
Good boy.
And like that swing is so hard to explain to people who don't understand Tourette's, and it's scary too. Like if you knew someone for a year and during that year you had a quiet year compared to the amount of tics you had the next year, and then you go over to them and you're like totally different and you tick more, it's so scary because you're like, are they gonna think I'm faking now because I've suddenly skyrocketed? And you have like this insecurity about talking to them about it. And that's where a lot of like people with Tourette syndrome try to keep it to themselves, try to suppress, try to hide it, because explaining it is so hard and scary when most people for some reason have this instinct and go, that's not real.
It sounds so convenient, to say, oh, right now I'm not ticking as much. You know what I mean? People are like, well, that's convenient in it. You know what I mean? Or I had a tick where I chucked my birthday cake, and my best friend, like that I trust and talk to about everything. He's seen my papers, he goes, you threw that cake, didn't you? And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, go get him. Yeah.
And,
I just want to say that clip of you ticking and throwing that cake that you handcrafted on stream, your face of just like pure dread and Pepe hands was like the happiest moment of my life. Like it was just, it was so big.
Anyway, Anita, you're saying?
Yeah, you were good.
You're so evil, therapist. But like one of the things that I've noticed when I'm watching my VODs back is that I internalize that so much, and like I will watch things like I watched a tick I had that I didn't remember about Bryce, where I went, "Here's a 2-inch Punisher," and like what?
It's not true.
It's 3.5.
He gets drunk, remember, and he does things around her, remember.
So basically, breakfast. I was watching that tick, and because I was trying to suppress it, it came out more awkwardly than usual. Like usually my ticks have a flow to it. Usually, like when I say breakfast, it has a sound and a flow to it. But like that tick was so squeezed because I was trying so hard to prevent it that even to me, a person who remembers what that feels like, it looked fake. And I can watch my VODs back and think, yeah, I can totally understand why people doubt this.
Yeah.
I get it. Like
Yeah.
I can
Go get 'em.
understand why you watch this and it looks so intentional, and you can't really understand how something so complicated can be involuntary. And I this is the reason why I'm so chill. Like I see like several people have called me a fake in chat today, and they do every day. And like this is how I'm chill about it, because I'm like, yeah, if I was watching it and I hadn't experienced it myself, first person, it would probably look fake to me too. You know?
Yeah, I do definitely see how. Yeah, I do the same thing. I watch back my VODs every day to see if we need to delete that VOD for that day. but yeah, I'll see myself and like, yeah, I can see why. I'm not like I don't get mad at people, because if I wasn't me, I would also be skeptical of myself, I think. But it's just a weird whoa. It's just a whoa. It's just a real whoa.
Tuck it away.
Whoa! Look at it.
Okay.
It's just a weird situation to be in. You know what I mean? But I mean, at least you know then what color the people that fuck with you still and don't ever give you shit for it. Like, some quality folks. Woo! Ta-da! You know? Ta-da!
It's like from the outside looking in as somebody like obviously without Tourette's, it seems like when I look online, I look at comments from people leaving, it seems like the biggest sort of like trend I see are people who are like, that is too perfectly timed for comedic purposes to be involuntary, which I just think is so bizarre, because they're like, that was so quick, that couldn't have been involuntary. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know anybody who is that quick voluntarily. You know what I mean? Like that, people just fucking, it's like the second the sentence finishes, it's like tick. And I'm like, I don't know anybody who's just ready to go all times, constantly, with like these sort of one-liners and stuff, you know?
What color?
So I feel like if Anita's just sitting there popping and talking about what color she is, like nobody cares. But the second it's funny, people are like, she's faking it. You know what I mean?
Go out of my way to try to hold back takes that are a little more comedic, if you will, because I'm so fucking paranoid. And it's funny that like how paranoid. Actually, I completely ADHD, but I'd like us to take a moment for alcoholism. I have finished 2 bottles.
Wow, how are you up?
Can we do some golf claps for this man? Just
but I'm so fucking paranoid about people like being like, oh, you're fucking copying on needles again, or fucking hey, go get them, fucking spread them, or hey man, you know, that was too fucking convenient, or that was too quick to be funny. It's like, yeah, all right, I guess I'm just gonna try my hardest to just try to be aware. Anita, do you find yourself like permanently aware, or like permanently always watching yourself? Go get them when you stream, like in your mind.
I try not to, because then I'll trigger more tics. But,
yeah.
So I can trigger myself, and it's why I don't watch anything of my own back usually.
I mean during stream, not after, like live.
Sometimes, yeah, because it helps me to be more aware of it. Because the way I used to handle it when I used to play Overwatch with strangers was I used to have like I used to be able to hear myself. I had listen mode in audio, so I could hear myself speaking.
Right.
And that way I'd be aware of when a tick happened, because I was so unaware of them, and so I'm not used to having to explain them, that I'd actually I'd have to listen to it to know that it happened and explain what was going on to people. Yeah.
I'm like always paranoid. I'm trying to go get them, watch myself all the time, so I don't like crack a joke or like have a tick that's like too convenient. And it's kind of weird that I have to do that with myself when I could say like, don't, Aniki Chad, but I don't know. It's just so in my head now. You know what I mean? Because how fucking horrible, go get him, would it be, right? If like everybody thinks everybody already thinks like a good amount of people already think that you're faking or whatever, right? But like for what color, like what debilitating it can be for other people with a condition. And then you're really going to be that asshole is going to be like, you know what'll get me Twitch views? You know what I mean? Like, if
I start faking this Tourette's,
yeah, exactly. All day, 24/7.
This is my path to career.
Well,
Fuck 'em.
what happened to me, which was really hard for the whole community to understand and really threatening, was well, I say threatening. So the reason why I say threatening is not because I was like, oh, women. It was because like I was like, if they are faking, then this is gonna hurt my credibility too.
Yes.
But like a fuck ton of women with Tourette's flooded into my Discord. And the thing with that was that a lot of people were very dubious of it at first and talking to me like, you need to deal with this, because there are people who are faking this condition because they've seen you get a lot of attention for it. They've seen that like there's seen a lot of comments saying, oh, your Tourette's makes you like 10,000 times harder.
Go get 'em.
And like they've gone and in these people's minds they've been like, these girls have seen a gravy train. They've seen a group of lonely men with a Tourette's fetish, and they have like honed in on that so hard. Because they know that if they join your community, there's gonna be a lot of lonely guys who like Tourette's. So you know, throw in a few pops and whistles, and what do you know, what kind of thing. And so many people were whispering that in my ear when all these people joined, and I was like, meh, I'm just gonna reserve judgment. Like when people talk to me about this sort of stuff, what I do when people warn me about someone is I hear it and I go, that will be a thing on this person's file, but it's not what I'm going to define them by, because some people have made awful assumptions about me that aren't true, that I just don't listen to people off the bat anymore. I get to know someone before and I make my own conclusions, and if it seems to fit with what other people have said, then I'm like, yeah, there's lots of evidence for this, and people aren't going to blame me if I distance myself or whatever. And that's just how I process things. But like, there was so much doubt for the women in my Discord that I know I get a little bit of a taster that I wouldn't normally get. Like when I was just on my own.
What color?
Streaming. Oh, it's so fucking black.
Like clockwork.
And the thing is, when I was on my
Good
own,
boy.
I didn't know how people felt about me. But listening to how people talk about the women with Tourette's in my Discord, I know how people feel about me now. And it's given me a lot of empathy for women specific with Tourette's syndrome, because I'm just like, not only like, because women get doubted for a lot of stuff. Like, it's really scary to come forward about certain things. If women do it, they just immediately are called manipulator, must be lying. You know, she and you know, all you have to do is be hot. And it was like, you know what you're doing, bitch. You just sit there and
what
you
a
just
weird voice.
You just eat as a hot woman.
You know what outfit you chose to wear on stream today. You're trying to get money. Whereas I stream in a gym singlet, like no one gives a shit. Like, dude, it's the exact same shit. Come on, man.
So if anything, like my Discord community has helped me to have more empathy for women with the condition, because I've only seen it from my perspective, and I don't hear what people say behind my back. But I know what people are saying about me now because I've heard it being said about the other women on my Discord.
Do you often see like, so I'm like one time you linked, you came into Discord and you're like, hey, if you have Tourette's, can you go to this link and help this kid out? Because it was like on the Tourette subreddit, there was a kid who was like, I think I'm faking. And so I went there and I was like, yeah, no, you're all right. And I joined that subreddit, and I don't like post on it actively, but I just leave it. And every day that I'm scrolling through, like at least every week, I'll see a new person is like, I'm worried that I'm faking, because the people around me are like being so like skeptical and like whatever. I'm like, damn, even people that legitimately have this condition are like skeptical of themselves because of just like how much outside pressure and how much they get shit on. It's like, to the fact that you start doubting your own stuff, like what must that do to your fucking mental? You know what I mean? Like, fucking weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an ass.
It's called Tourette, and like you can convince yourself of other people's perceptions of you, even if it's not true. So a lot of people with Tourette syndrome, I've met so many people who started off like, am I faking this?
Good boy.
And it's not because they ever had the intent to convince people they had Tourette's. It's because so many people are skeptical of it that they're skeptical of themselves.
Yeah.
and that can interfere with people's ability to get treatment, to get support, to get acceptance. And that, you know, people internalize it. Rape victims do it too. Like, lots of people are so suspicious of rape victims that actually speak up that a lot of rape victims go, oh, it can't have happened then. When it did.
Yeah.
Like, they can be covered in injuries and still be like, I probably brought it on myself. If enough people tell them that.
Fuck them.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised it happens to people with Tourette's either. Like, it's just basic psychology. There are people who get convinced that they're full of demons and need a exorcism just because they have, you know, neurological difficulties. And it'll be just because other people told them over and over their whole life. So, yeah. I think that's one of the biggest struggles with Tourette's is I haven't met a single person with Tourette's who hasn't been doubted, even with a diagnosis.
Okay.
So Mr. Greggles, he was telling me in an interview I held of him that when he was at school after a documentary, he got a lot of fame for a documentary about him when he was school age about his condition. And then a kid at the school filmed him on their phone when he was having a quiet day where he didn't have many tics. And said, see, he just fakes it for fame. And he got a swathe of death threats and hate mail, and he's like in his 30s, and it's still happening.
That's so fucked up, dude.
Fucking people being weed. Fuck them. What color? And but, hey, at the end of the day,
Nigger.
There it is. I think at the end of the day, like one thing I saw was I don't know. People like to. There's this attitude of like, oh, I'm better than somebody who has this condition, or I'm better than somebody who is like down and out for this way. And I don't know who I was watching one day, but somebody described it like this person is playing life on harder difficulty, and they're still running this shit. You know what I mean? They're still getting achievements. They're still like, at the end of the day, it's more fucking respect, despite what anybody's gonna shit on you for. If you're running this shit on fucking New Game Plus, never getting past level 1, never getting to see the prince at the top of the castle, Anita, then you know, fucking good for you, eh? No matter what somebody else says, you're fucking running this shit on fucking hardcore. So just fucking keep it going, you know. Feel good about yourself for that at least. So yeah. Anyway, back to Tits and Ass.
Well, I was gonna say as well, right? Like you mentioned before, like the pressure of having Tourette's on stream, and I wanted to ask, like Bryce, right? When you and I jump in a Discord call together, we will talk shit, have fun, and it's like easy peasy, right?
Welcome.
But do you find that if we co-op stream together and we're playing a game, do you find it takes more effort to talk as much shit as normal because there's like an audience now, or does it still feel as natural for you?
I think it would all really depend on who I'm on the call with, to be honest.
A woman.
No,
Bryce has
not
one
quite.
of those. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But like for me and you, I think there's an easy flow between us. You know, it's not so much like effort and like not so much effort I need to put into it really. Like we've got such like a good sort of chemistry, as it were, that we can just bounce off each other quite easily. When I come for something like you know, between me and Anita, say like. There's a lot. She's had a lot more life experience. You know, she. I don't have Tourette, so I can't really like resonate with her on that level. And there's something she might say that I'm like, well, I don't know how to add to this topic because she obviously seems quite learned and experienced in this, so I can't really add to this. So I just remain silent. So
I feel like you're low-key calling me a dumbass, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, dumbass related together.
Yes, but no, it's easier for me to talk to you because like. I think I can resonate with you a lot more, whereas with Anita, she's her experience in life is a lot different to mine, so I can't really like say, hey, she says this, so yes, this. So I don't know. Yeah. I think it's a lot easier for me and you to talk about something.
What I do when I am talking to someone who has a lot of experiences I don't personally relate to, so I respond with curiosity. So, if someone has life experiences I don't know how to contribute to you, I just ask stuff. Like, I've known firefighters and stuff, and I'm just like, do you see a lot of addiction in your line of work? Because I'd imagine a lot of people have to try and cope with the things they've seen, and does that translate into how they interact with their family? Like, I'm not a firefighter. I don't fight fires. I've never seen, like, someone smushed across the road having to be scooped off the sidewalk. But the minute someone talks about that sort of thing, things pop up in my head, and I'm like, I don't resonate with this, but I can learn from this. Or I don't resonate with this, but I'm sure a lot of people in chat want to know this one thing because I know I certainly do. So that's how I respond when I don't relate. Is I want to learn because then you can relate, and from a position of like understanding people, you can start to understand how to riff off it as well and interact.
Okay.
I don't know if my brain works like that though. So if you say something like that, I don't know if I'm going to have the ability to come up with some sort of line of intrigue. Even though I might be intrigued in my head, I don't know if I could like say something that would keep the conversation.
You don't know
going.
how to like keep it going. Is what you're saying, yeah.
No,
Like,
he
not
has a
smart.
problem. Keep it going. We've already talked about this again. Man.
I don't have a problem
Viagra
keeping it
for
going. All I'm saying,
no,
all I'm saying is like
that's keeping it up, not going.
fair enough. Wow, chug it.
You know,
I
bro,
don't have the-
it's a learned skill, man. Like that's like one of the hardest part of any sort of like radio or journalism gig is like the ability to interview somebody you know nothing about. And it's like, how do I get the information out of this person? Because like, if I were to interview Anita and I had no idea about Twitch, all I would find out about her is she's a girl who sits in front of a webcam for like 8 hours a day and chats to people. So it's like,
Chatterbait.com.
what am I going to do to like swing 40 minutes of an interview out of this? You know, and you got to be able to dig for those questions. And it's a difficult skill, man. Like I wouldn't beat yourself up about struggling to do it. It's something that a lot of people can't do.
I don't quite beat myself up about it. Like I'm quite content in my inability to talk to people. You know, I'm quite content with not being able to articulate my thoughts, even though I think they might be quite sort of in depth about the subject. I'm quite happy with you know, listening to a person talk and maybe going through it all in my own head and sort of like coming to my own conclusion about it and not articulating that. And I guess that could be a problem with myself and me not being able to sort of come to any conclusion about something and discuss it through thoroughly. But yeah, I'm happy with, you know,
things, man. It's fine. Yeah.
You're all right.
Well,
Hey, what? Sorry, go ahead. That was not a question. Go ahead.
Anyway, your chat is asking you to scoot closer to your mic because you're really quiet.
Shit.
Okay. I'm just gonna bring my mic. Oh, nope, I'm not.
The cam stream.
That was perfect.
Right.
Yeah, can you do that? Can you put that back, actually?
So, like,
actually, be careful. The viewer cam might halve. Anyway, continue.
Fuck you. We can't all be you therapist who halves it just by appearing on your own show. But like
fuck.
It's just my stunningly good looks. Like, what can I say?
People can't stand to see it. Yeah.
Bryce, what I want to say in response to that is like when there is a difference between you on stream and you in a game of Apex, because me and you can chat. Like you were very open with me and you were very chatty with me and you have so much to say. I think the difference is like probably a little bit of insecurity about looking like a fool or looking intolerant to people in chat, because like
I don't know. I mean,
you open up when it's 1-to-1 or like when we're in the snake pit with others. You're fine.
You're a sweet lad.
I guess maybe it's just like information I don't really want everyone to know. I don't know. I guess you could say it's insecurity. I guess you could say it's insecurity, but
man.
You what?
I would rather everybody else know something about me than Anita did.
Why?
But Anita's pretty good at keeping secrets, though. Like,
is she? I'm scared of Anita. I'm afraid of Anita.
Why?
You shouldn't be afraid. She's good at keeping secrets.
I am.
She's also 4'3". Like I don't know why you're actually like terrified.
You know what's funny? You say that, but if you've actually been in like martial arts training or combat sparring, people that are shorter have a lower center of gravity. They're much harder to take down, and they will take you down much easier if you're a tall, lanky boy. Like
I can
But Anita is
that
so close to the ground already, though. Like, what do you mean?
my mom, she was a kickboxing champion.
Fuck 'em.
And for a while, like that's one of
Yeah, of course she was.
Yeah, she was. And she's like, she's actually smaller than me, and she can beat the fuck out of guys.
Yeah.
So so she was with this guy. He was like a year younger than me at the time, which was interesting. And he went to a club with her. It was like some goth club, and some random girl ran up to him and scratched down his back really hard, right? And he just immediately walked up to my mom and went, "That girl just scratched my back really hard. Look at this shit. Like, what the fuck, right?" So she, yeah, right. So she walked up to this girl, right, and she was like, "What did you do to my partner?" And at first she was fronting and like pushing my mom, like, "What you gonna do about it?" So my mom
do the accent again, Anita.
What what you gonna do about it, right?
That was a really good South African accent. Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah. Awesome. Whoa.
Which is weird because this is like the whitest of white cheerleader ladies, right? But with the nerdy glasses, right? And my mom protected herself, like
Look at my sword.
This woman was like out to get her, and she just went whack, whack, and then in the smoothest motion ever, grabbed her glasses and just flipped them into the sea.
Whack, whack.
Flat, flat,
See,
flip.
It's one thing to like smash a cunt in the head while you're at a club. It's another thing to take their glasses and throw them in the sea.
Yeah,
That
you
is
mean to hurt him then.
energy right there.
Did you say
She's
the
like,
sea?
I want you to
Yeah,
know
the sea.
I could have killed you, all right? I could have ended your whole life in this moment, but instead, I'm going to ruin your vision. I'm just going to take these glasses. Yeet.
What sort of club is next to an ocean?
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna,
them.
I'm
You
not
ever
gonna
been
narrow
to
it
Miami?
down. I'm not gonna dox anyone, right? But like, so my mom protected herself. She kept herself safe, right?
Wow.
And the bouncers saw all this. Like, it's on CCTV. No charges were pressed. It was all kosher, right? They were like, yeah, that lady threatened your safety.
What color?
But like, my mom, she took no shit. Everyone saw that and was just like, yeah. Like, well done.
boy.
You protected yourself, little lady. Because, like, she was so much smaller than this taller lady who's, like, big and formidable and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, shit, this lady's going down. And she just was like, nope, boom, boom, you're done.
I studied Muay Thai. Oh, sorry, my bad. I go on.
There was another guy who legit, like, she accidentally bumped into him because she went to the bar, got a drink, turned around, bumped into him, and spilled her drink on him. And he literally grabbed a bottle and smashed it and was ready to bottle her over it, right?
Jesus.
And in a split second, she just picked him up by his neck and went, no, you don't, buddy. And he was like,
your
oh,
mom's a
okay.
hoe?
And then she put him down and carried on walking. And people were just like,
Your
fair
mom's a
play.
Hulk, I guess. Jesus. Fuck him.
Mhm.
No, one time I took I was in Muay Thai for I think 2 or 3 years, and there's always like the dojo kid that everybody loves and blows, right? And it was this dude who was like 5'4", but like you couldn't do shit to him because if you go to take him down, he just fucking widespread, and he's already so short. Like you're not gonna do shit to him. He just fucking toss you around. You know how humiliating it is to be tossed around by a 5'4" kid, dude. Not great.
No.
I've been in 3 fights in my life. I've lost technically two, and they were all by shorter people. So, you know, I wouldn't just because they're
You're
shorter.
saying shorter people, not Anita, who is short people. That's what I'm saying. It's like levels.
I still hesitate to fight Anita. Like
it's like the ground, Anita, and then like shorter people. You know what I'm saying?
And then
She
we're
has this
way
face
up
where
here,
she
you
just
know.
figures her shit for therapist. She goes,
And then like average height is like somewhere up here. You know.
Yeah.
I used to be a lot more violent as a kid because I went to school for like a year, and in that time, like loads of guys did not respect the 3 rules system, which is like, you touch me inappropriately, I'll warn you. I'll be like, don't do that or I'll hurt you.
Shit.
You do it the second time, it's like, okay, I'm gonna hurt you. And then that if they're still in my vicinity, I'm gonna protect myself, right? So I went to this one school, and in the short time that I was at that school, by that system, I broke a guy's arm and leg. I broke another guy's knuckles. I kicked a guy in the face so hard that his face was too swollen to come in for like a few days. Is there anyone else? Like, I've had a lot of gyms.
is there anyone else? I forgot people I mauled. By the way.
Yikes.
Like,
See what
there
I'm
was a guy.
saying? I'm scared of Anita, and everybody's like, why? You can tell things about people. And there you
This is
go.
when I was a kid. I became a pacifist. Like, I became a full-on pacifist.
After you ran out of victims, like what do you mean?
Yeah, if you click down.
Oh yeah. Then there was another guy who broke his arm. But like, let me tell you, like this is the kind of shit that got like I was really, really gentle with people and forgiving. Like most people around me, like Bryce knows how forgiving I can be. Not because he's done anything bad, but because he's been first person witness. He's alright.
So
Bryce is alright, but like
Fun fact: she broke Bryce's arm.
Yeah, right.
right. So, like, to put the age bracket that I did this in, it was between the ages of 10 and 30. This is when I was breaking kids, right? So, like, to give an example of a human...
You can't just say that and go on.
Please, you
can't just say that.
This is because I was breaking kids, but go on, you know.
Breaking children. You can't say that and move on.
They were all older than
Body in
me.
kindergarten.
They were all older than me. Okay.
Bully.
Alright, so like there was a guy who used to wait outside of the girls' changing rooms because we had a pool in our school, and he would wait outside the changing rooms for the door to swing open as the girls left so that he could look in for a brief glimpse. And he caught a glimpse of me changing, and he was like, I know what bra you're wearing, it's a green bra, I saw it. And he followed me everywhere, like the whole, like I walked out there into lunchtime and he just followed me. I was like, you need to leave me alone, I want some space, you're a fucking creep. Because that's what he started with. That was his open liner, right? If you want to seduce a lady, telling them what colour bra you saw whilst perving on them is not the best way.
Hang on, let me get a pen and paper. Hang on.
So this is a guy whose arm I broke, right? So I was sat playing with my Nintendo DS while this creepy guy sat next to me that I didn't want to be there. I told him to fuck off several times and he just sat there staring at me, right? So I was like, fine, I'm going to play my game. You can be wherever you want to be. I guess it's a free country, you fucking weirdo. But I'm not going to talk to you. And I played. And he reaches over and tries to grab my DS.
Oh, yeah, no.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
And I was like...
that's fair.
So I pulled it away out of his reach and was like, get the fuck off me. And he would not get the fuck off me.
Good
and
boy.
At one point, whilst he was scrambling towards my DS, he grabbed a boob. And it did not feel, it didn't feel unintentional, let's put it that way.
Right.
So I stood up whilst holding his arm and just leant over and like flinged him down the back. Just to get him away from me. Like, I was a kid, okay, I was young. This seemed like a logical thing, right? He broke his arm.
Whoa.
Like, he tumbled down the bank, and I just wanted him to be away from me, so I thought, you know, if he's that way, he won't hurt me. That's all I was thinking. And he fell down the bank, and he broke his arm. And he did not tell the teachers what happened because A, the teachers see a lot of violence and do nothing. But he did talk to the people at the hospital and his parents and stuff. And you know what? Even his parents were like, yeah, you need to stop being a creep. Like, I think his parents knew him. I'm just like, if you harass ladies, they're going to protect themselves. I'm sorry.
Throw you over a bank.
Yeah.
So like sort of like,
you know?
If that's what his parents are telling him, they should be a little bit more sort of stern, I think. You know? You need to stop being a creep. Come on, you know, just stop it. I think it's time to stop now. You know,
a little bit. You know?
Maybe now's the time to stop this behavior. Bud. What do you think, man?
We didn't need a kid breaker. Coming to theaters near you.
I didn't
breaker of children, breaker of arms.
It was just like one move. I didn't like pummel him or anything. I just got him off me, and he happened to break his arm. Right, so he went to the hospital. Came back with a cast on his arm, and he was like, I'm sorry, I was being a terrible person, I deserved this. Also, would you like to go on a date? I have flowers. So
well, we know what he's into. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Anita is low-key the kind of person to pocket Sandy before she breaks your arm. This is all I'm hearing right now. And then all I'm learning from you now, Anita. Like, you told me to wear a cup when I meet you. I think I'm just going to wear like full NFL pads. And at this point, like, I'm getting low-key scared.
I need a real
and he talked, can we just begin to say, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, Bagel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Bagel, you better talk right now, Bagel. Okay, I guess I'll go. What game were you playing on your DS?
Sonic.
You know what? That's a good. I didn't expect that. I thought you were gonna say one of the 3 big ones, but Sonic is actually respectable back in the day. I fuck with that. Good game taste. Good shit. Well, Bagel.
I actually I still have that DS, and I missed that game, and I didn't realize it until just now. I was playing Sonic.
Shit.
Oh, I also played like something of the sun. I can't remember, but I remember the theme tune. God, guys, you need to help me with this. It went.
Sounds like Golden Sun.
Golden Sun. Yeah. There we go.
Well done, chat.
Hey guys, what song am I thinking of? Oh, it's that one. No.
She does one note and they're like, Golden Sun.
She breathes.
I know that anyway, dude.
So like with the Golden Sun, I loved collecting all the gin. They were like, oh, I gotta liberate all the aminals. That's what I basically Crash Bandicoot, Sonic, Golden Sun, and all of the games I played were basically animal liberation.
You know Pokemon?
Pokemon, Digimon.
No,
Sonic.
not Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon's not animal liberation. That's
Kirby?
dog fighting. That's glorified dog fighting. Come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. You're trolling. It's fine.
It's
What
like,
about
I'm gonna
Kirby?
get a pet and pit him against everyone! Sick 'em, boy!
You need to have
call
the
me
best
Michael
pet, Anita. That's the point.
The best part.
And then you take your fully trained pet back to the starting area just to destroy Trainer Joey and his level 1 pet, and then you just
fucking Caterpie. Fuck that kid. Go
you
get
take
him.
his $10 pocket money that his mum gave him to get some
Throw him
sweets,
over a
then you
bank, break his arm,
take his DS.
grab his boob.
Right, there is a picture of me as a kid with a balaclava on, right, that I made
course there
myself, right? And I've got a rabbit under one arm and a seal teddy under another, and I'm kneeling in the corner like, yeah, I'm a badass. I liberated them from the animal testing kitchen just now. Yeah.
No.
Like, that was
Fuck
me
no.
age 6, right? So my favorite games were Sonic the Hedgehog and Crash Bandicoot, because you go and you fuck up that scientist and you're like, no! Be nice to the animals!
Chop him up. All right, hey, that was pretty good. Bagel.
What? Hi?
Did you forget your question?
Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Okay, fair. Relax. Please.
Do it again! Do it again! Do it!
Look him holding his arm like.
We interrupt this broadcast to let you know that it's sponsored by Displate.
Because I hate you. Blip. Sorry, I don't hate you. I love you. Sorry, Aniki.
It's okay.
No,
You know,
it's not.
I think I'm a masochist, but I gotta tell you, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy.
You
being made
tolerate
to
it, is what I'm
suffer.
hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, whoa.
You'll learn to love it. It's okay.
Yeah, it
You'll
takes
learn.
time. A lot of time, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put this to chat, right? Which one out of all of us, right? So we're gonna start with therapist, dom or sub. What do you reckon? Say nothing, therapist. Right? Do you reckon he radiates dom energy or sub energy? Do you reckon he's like in the handcuffs? Or...
Turn his cam off.
Okay, so we got sub, dom, sub, sub. I feel like everyone thinks you're a sub.
I just want to say this is the most I've ever been insulted in my life.
Yeah, right.
How dare you think I'm a dog?
Yeah, right. You told me that story about that chick that laughed when you took your pants down. She laughed at your wee-wee, dude. You told me that was the time you're most insulted, not this. Come on now, therapist.
That is
Oh,
true.
no, Dangle told me that story, not you.
Yeah. No, the story I would have told you was. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell streamers. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, God.
When you, to all the men in the chat, as a grower, apparently being a grower is a very foreign concept to a lot of women. So sometimes you'll disappoint God together, then you'll be lying down, having some naked hugs, and she'll look down and be like, where the fuck did it go? What happened? And you're there like, okay, dude.
Why are you going to let her see you flaccid,
Thank
dog?
you.
Rookie mistake. Don't let him see you flaccid. Rookie mistake.
That's
Come
why
on.
it's just straight into the clothes. The second
go
you
into
finish,
that.
you're like, bam, we're out.
I can't remember who told me recently, but apparently men's testicles can go up inside them.
Yes.
Yeah.
With enough trauma. Yeah.
Bryce, how old are you? What?
He's 25.
What do you mean? You're 25. You just finding this
24.
out?
No,
Shit.
like I've never had that happen to me. And someone was like, "Yeah,
Good.
well, that's
Oh,
happened to
you're
me quite a
missing
bit." And
out.
I'm like,
In high school, the funniest thing that happened is that my best mate got a testicular torsion. And we were in biology.
"How's that funny, man?" No.
In class, did you say? What? What was he doing?
That's a question. I'm really
Was he just
troubling.
sitting there and he's like, oh, one of my testes is backwards. he's just in there, and you're like, "Hey, dude." He's like, "Yeah."
You just sit there and he starts breathing heavily. And I look up like, what the fuck is wrong? He's like, I think I need to go to the hospital.
He's like, "I don't know what's going on, man. It doesn't feel good."
He was out of school for like 4 days.
I think that's really a really strange diversion from what we were talking about before.
And I was gonna say, Anita, do you want me to answer, or do we just move on to the next?
Yeah. Who else?
Okay, so what do we think Bagel is? Dom or sub?
Sub.
You're funny.
God, I would bet every dollar I've got.
Y'all are
the Sim Queen over
I'm
here.
getting dumbs. Okay, all right, there we go. Thank
That's
you.
A lot of numbs.
At least they know. At least they know.
You know, Bagel, I reckon you're a casual hookup, Dom. I reckon you're a relationship sub.
I don't do casual relationships. Nope.
Nope. Shit.
So she's just a sub. Got it.
No.
Thanks, Bagel.
Just because you probably sleep with a lot of people and only please like 5 out of the million you've been with doesn't make you a dom. Just letting you know that. Okay.
I can tell you that therapist has not been with anywhere near that number. I can vouch.
I'm glad
I'm
you're with
the
me.
only whore on this channel.
I think we're diverting
we're
quite
not
a bit from what
we can't all be anarchy, dude.
Okay, so
I
most
want
people
to
think
destroy
Dom.
this thing about therapists that people think he's smashes. I need this to be justified. Okay.
Sorry, you were saying.
Hi!
Oh God.
Anarchy chat.
I hope my friend's doing. I hope he's doing okay.
Dom or sub? Come on.
The problem is I know the answer, so I can't.
No, you don't. First of all, I'm a
Sub,
Twitch.
sub,
sir.
Dom.
That's what my answer was gonna be.
You're saying dom. I'm seeing a lot of both actually.
I'm seeing a lot
You're
of
all
both.
correct. I do both. Good job.
Anarchy is a
switch.
dom until it's a small Asian girl, and then he wants to be choked out.
He choked me out without warning, and I didn't know I liked it. And okay, that's all it was. That was one time. Fuck you. I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you anything. I can't tell you shit.
If anybody can't keep secrets, it's you, dude.
Listen, we were making out, and they just grabbed my neck.
Hey, I'm
No.
okay with that. I'm not biased.
Listen, it's fine, okay? She just grabbed my neck out of nowhere, and I didn't know I would like it, okay?
I've never experienced someone grabbing someone's neck out of nowhere.
What was that? Go get him, therapist.
What leads to them just going like, ugh.
No, she was like here.
All right.
You were making out, and then all of a sudden there's just a hand here. And I'm not gonna be like, hey, let's stop making out. I don't know if my masculinity can handle this. So I was like, all right, I guess we'll go along with it. And it was a good time. Okay, so
Listen, hold on, chat. Just know that if you ever choke somebody, don't crush their fucking windpipe, okay?
crush my windpipe.
Or like ask, like
Some
just,
placements.
do you know what's really cool?
important,
Okay, let's do this. All right, let's do this. So
Shit.
if on the off chance that you might ever get laid, chat, here's what you do. You get really drunk with someone, and you're like, you start talking about what you like. Okay.
Exactly.
And you be open with them, and that way they know what you do want, and talk about the measures you'll take if people spring shit you don't want on you. Like, dudes, if you're a dude in chat, like, tell people how you respond to a surprise thumb where you don't want a surprise thumb and shit like that, so they know like you have boundaries, and explain that shit. Like, and if you're during coitus, talk about what you'd like to do to someone in a sexy way, because that is actually a turn on. But it also gives people a chance to go, you know what? No. Consent and stuff, right?
Exactly.
So like, don't just choke people out by random.
Yeah.
That's a lawsuit in the making.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
For a burial.
Okay.
So like,
Good boy.
No
don't
means
do that.
no. Don't try to talk somebody into doing something if
True.
they don't want to do it. Okay.
Correct.
There's no.
I got a surprise thumb once.
No.
Sorry, I had to be wholesome. I thank you so much for sharing your anarchy. That was fucking hilarious. But like, I have to be wholesome and remind people.
No, yeah, of
respect
course,
and
of
stuff.
course. Yeah,
Gotta be
nah.
responsible.
It ain't. We didn't need it without the wholesome,
Right.
Child breaker, by the way.
They were older than me. They were older than me. Anyway.
Don't matter.
Okay, so
Wow.
people think that anarchy's a switch. He could be either, but like
I do both.
Bryce.
Yeah.
Bryce. Dom or sub? Come on, Chet.
Are you asking? Oh, you're asking. Oh, you're asking them. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I think I'm expecting the answer to be something. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Wow. I actually don't know if I can read,
Overwhelming
bro, to be
sub.
honest.
Overwhelming
Wow.
sub.
This is like the most subs we've seen in everybody else.
You get
Shit.
the most sub energy.
Kissy.
I feel like Bryce, you're like 70-30, I reckon.
Yeah.
His boss's
So-
wife.
I reckon you're like 70 dom, but to get laid, you'll be a sub for 30% of the time.
There aren't like chicks that are willing to dom though. That's the thing. It's unfortunate actually.
It's a struggle to find, man.
Yeah. You know, people see me. They see these big shoulders and gigantic hands and humble personality and awesome biceps, and they think, yeah, this guy, pretty dom energy. And I'm like, hey, would you choke me out? And they're like, that's not what I came here for. So it's a little bit of struggle,
as
but-
soon as I see you, Anarchy, I'm sorry, but when you start doing this for like big hands, I'm just immediately thinking sub. I'm sorry.
I
think
would love. Please, if there's anybody in chat that wants to choke me out, call me.
like no.
My DMs are open.
From my
Case in
perspective,
point.
like if you were one or the other, like looking at you, knowing you, seeing your stream, I would say sub. I would say like, because as a woman,
Okay.
like people don't expect, like I don't want to give. All right, first of all, before I expand on that, I want to say to chat, like I'm the last person, dom or sub. What you reckon that I would be?
Oh, fuck, even I know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's an
Oh,
easy
yeah.
answer. Yeah.
Easy as shit.
That's free. Shit.
No offense, just to put it out
The
there,
boy-
sub. Anita asked me, "What does radiating dom energy mean?" So that should be your answer right there.
Somebody just DM'd me that they would crush my windpipe.
Now that is a good pickup line.
All right, so like,
Dude,
yeah.
Anita the child breaker. Yeah, what are you, Anita?
Yeah,
Dom?
what's your-
All right, so I'm getting mostly dom. You guys really know me because like I have a pair of handcuffs. They've never been used on me once. They've been used many times, but not on me.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
I don't buy into this whole sub dom thing. It's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, sub.
I just want to say,
Oh,
Anita,
fuck, sorry, man. Just go back to it. Drinking my beer.
Anita, just
man.
because I know you lurk my stream sometimes, just because we Google muscular women every day.
Every day.
Right,
It's
so-
his homepage.
So as someone who has like as a top, I would say like the people in this call who like I would gravitate to and go, yeah, you'll do what I want. I'd say Bagel, Anarchy.
It's fine. Bryce is last. It's fine. I
Why
understand.
was I the first
I get
fucking
it.
answer?
I get it. It's quite
That's
alright.
not fair that you're playing those cards, Anita.
No, actually, no. Wrong
Bagel,
answer.
Bagel and Anarchy. I reckon I can get you to do what I want, Anarchy. I know you don't think you
No,
will.
here's why. Here's why I
You
disagree
can
with
try
you.
all you want.
It's
Go ahead.
because every time I meet someone who this is like kind of like stupid weeb brain, but every time I meet someone who I'm like is equal power level or above, I want to challenge them and beat them. Like I want to win all the time, so I wouldn't just like
You'll
maybe
lose.
after like the third round they'd be like, all right, fuck me up now. But I try to
I
win the
think-
first couple of times.
Get
I hate to
handcuffs,
interrupt,
put
Anarchy,
around the
but
neck, like, let's go.
I think the fact you're judging people based on a power level that doesn't exist is kind of your problem.
Just because you don't understand
think
it, Bryce. Just because you can't detect it, Bryce.
I don't think there's. I think there's nothing to understand here. Is that you just? Yeah. So you're saying you detect a power level. This might be a you problem that you're looking at people being. That's
Listen.
a 9,000 right there.
Listen,
That's
it's
a. That's
worked
a.
for me.
Oh.
It's accurate, and just because you don't understand, buddy, means that you're not even powerful enough to detect it, buddy. That's how it works. Okay.
Shit. Fuck.
Hey,
No,
Look at my,
no.
look at my
No,
like
no, no.
scanner on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
Where's your scanner, Bryce?
Amnicity, right? So I've seen a comment here in chat, right? And chat says, she likes to break the little man. No, there's no fun in that. It's the big man you want to break.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's easier than it looks. Because, like, behind every big man is a tiny, fragile ego.
I'm glad you
confirm.
said
How you go
ego, to
pretty
be honest. Like,
Yeah, you know what? I kind of felt a lot smaller the second you started talking. So yeah, that's
Nice.
I'll tell you what though, dude. Like, Anarchy, you probably understand this more, man. Like, when somebody you're trying to disappoint God and they start taking charge, do you kind of feel yourself just like letting them instead
No,
of them
that's the hottest
actually
shit
taking
ever.
charge.
Dude, every time a girl decides to be open about her sexuality, he's like, nah, bro, here's what we're gonna do. I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
Well, no, I mean like literally the physical act. Like I'm so much bigger than every person I've been with. Nobody's ever just like walked in and like pinned me down. I just feel like I go along with it. Like
No, my
yeah,
last
you're so
girlfriend,
strong. Like
my last girlfriend was the same height as I am. Please come back. Anyway, anyways,
baby, if you're out there, please.
yeah, no, I never really felt small. It was always like, okay, it feels better when there's somebody that's like your same side, for me at least. When there's somebody that's like your equal, because then you can just have a back and forth. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you don't have to do dom or sub all the time one way. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody I've met has the capability to do both.
You can be fluid, yeah, for sure.
They're comfortable with themselves. You know what I mean? Like I do know guys that's like, I would never let a girl fucking joke me out. I'm like, bro, you're missing out. Fucking missing out, dude.
Okay, so like I don't do dominance play. I like to look across at people, not down or up. But every now and again, I like to feel trusted. So like the thing with me, because of my condition, I will only not tick during sex if the sex is good. So if I'm focused and engaged, I won't tick. But the minute my mind starts to wander, I will. So what I like is when people will submit to a vulnerable position, not because I would like to be in charge, but because I like to feel trusted and I like them to know that I'm really engaged. Because if I'm not, they're going to get smacked to the dick. So they're taking a risk.
Yeah, makes
so
sense.
like the reason why like handcuffs and things like that mean something to me, it's not because I like to feel big or in charge. It's because I like it's because I like people who know I'm into them, and it's also because I know that they're taking a risk because they fully trust it, and that trust feels like a connection. As a demisexual who gets off on connection, being trusted is a turn on. So it's not being in charge or like a dominance dynamic that makes me a dom. It's feeling trusted. It's that connection. Mm-hmm. And so like it can be
So if you can see the system reset button, you feel right at home. You're like, I'm good.
Is the reason why you think that I'd be more submissive to you is because I would trust you. That's no. That's a big no. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
You were saying, fuck him.
So Bryce strikes me as a switch. Like, Bryce strikes me as someone who will be whatever the person who's willing to let him smash wants him to be.
No. I can already tell you right now that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
He's 100% sub.
I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Oh, little bottom.
I'm honestly curious, Anita. What do you think? What are you reading? Come on.
Yeah, give us your interpretation of everyone here. What do you read?
So like, I'm like I think therapist is a cool friend. I'm not particularly like physically attracted.
Oh god, sorry, therapist. This is going down.
That's okay.
I'm
Continue.
sorry. Right. I like that he knows this because like I trust therapists. I think he has like consent down. I would totally invite this dude to my house. There's not many people I've met on the
Why did you furrow your eyebrows at that? Sorry to cut you off.
It was just it just feels so weird. I feel like it should just be implicit, like to every.
Right.
It feels weird that it should be brought up. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like I like of all the random strangers I've met on the internet, like I would invite him to my house. But the thing with him is, right? I reckon he's so used to people hitting on him because he seems big that he probably, like most people get off on what is rare. Rarity highly stimulates your genitals. So I think someone with dumb energy would turn him on, but he'll go along with anyone who's sub just because like he's a pleaser. So like even when he's the dom, it's because he's the sub. He's pleasing people. I think that like he will be he's a switch. I think Bryce and therapist are switches. And I think Jabagel and Aniki are subs. Like I reckon if I took charge, like if all of these people were into me and I took charge, I think all of them would let me take charge. But those two because they're like whatever. And these two up here.
Sorry, I'm what?
We're like whatever. We don't care.
I'm whatever. Ouch.
Yeah.
No.
Right, I'm gonna
No.
Excuse me. Keep it down, subs. The doms were talking. You were saying.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
So I think Jabagel and Aniki are subs, and I think Bryce and therapist are switches. I think the only dumb in the room, the only person who would never be a sub, is me.
I'll tell you what. I reckon
Anita, you're
like,
not that
like
much
70%
okay?
right for sure.
I just got called whatever. I don't know if I should be offended.
No, you're not
you're
whatever.
alright.
You're a sub.
Whatever, guys.
You're a sub.
Whatever, bagel.
I'm whatever, guys.
That's the
You're
license plate
whatever.
for bicycles.
I'm gonna tattoo that as my.
All I'm gonna say is it's only because it's so rare for somebody to. The thing is, every time a girl is that she wants to dom me, she gets challenged because you got to test to see if your dom is like actively about it. And like 3 out of 4 times a girl has been down to do that, and I challenge, she's like, okay, never mind. So the only reason I would submit to somebody and be a dom is like if they know what they're, because yeah, you get bored of always being the one that's at least I do. I get bored of always being the one that has to like run shit or like do all the work or whatever. So if I met somebody who was like if I met a chick that was like actively like a good dom, then yeah, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, all right, fucking give me this like this refreshing like
help
me out.
So like
throw me over a bank.
I lay out what I'm up for and what I'm not up for before I engage sexually. And anyone who pushes that boundary, I protect myself. But I already tell them that I'll protect themselves. So 2 times. 2 times people have pushed my boundary mid-coitus. And I've been forced to protect myself. And in both of those times, like, I've knocked them the fuck out. Like, someone tried something that I didn't consent to. And I was like, this is not okay, and they just carried on anyway, so I just knocked him out.
That's fair though.
Like one swing knocked him out. Like I know how because my mommy taught me. She's like kickboxer.
So my mommy
taught me how to knock people out.
My mommy taught me.
This is why I'm a dom. My mom taught me to be a dom.
So like I have boundaries. I lay them out. I'm like, this is what I'm cool with. This is what I'm not. And don't spring anything I'm not into onto me because I won't take it well. And like someone said, like someone just tried some stuff I didn't want to do. And I was like, I don't want to do this. And they like continued. So I just one hit, walked out. And I sat in my mom's room straight after. And I was like, Mom, I had to protect myself. And there's an unconscious dude in my room.
I'm like, all right, get the carpet. You gotta roll them up.
Like, that's my girl.
Grab the trash bag, sweetheart. We're leaving.
We're leaving again. Shit.
I got the cleaners on speed dial. I've been
I
waiting
think grab the trash bags. That's not what you should be using to clean up a body.
Anita, did you like? Was this one of those moments where you forget you're like a Russian spy, and then like the second
sleep rage,
fucking elbowed him, you're tying up the body, all of a sudden you're speaking Russian, and you're like, what's happening? Wait,
no, she's like, she was like, do we need to call an ambulance? I was like, the light checked, he's still breathing. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come to you. I think he's okay, but we can call the police. We can call the ambulance if you think so. And they were. I was just like really, like immediately, like from my door to my mom's room because it was like across the hallway, and I just went across the hallway. I was like, okay, I think he's okay. I checked the vitals and stuff, but what do we do now? And she was like, "Aww."
She's there like, we're gonna finish the job. Be right back, no survivors, no witnesses,
no survivors.
Okay, I'll definitely take the sub role. I don't want to get bodied by Anita.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You're like, what happened to Bagel? She died. Yeah, dude, she like booked a trip to England like last week, dude. It was so
Turns
weird.
out as a glass jaw, Anita got her right on the
suddenly
chin.
the handcuffs are missing and we don't know where she went. Like,
so basically the protocol, right? I'm gonna do some serious like wholesomeness here. Okay, listen to the wholesomeness. So he was a DV'er. He was the person who was like violent with me. So like in that moment, I felt like not only my consent was threatened, but my life in that situation. So like I consulted with the police recently and before the situation arose, because he'd hurt me before physically. He tried to drown me in the bathtub. He had tried to smother me with a pillow. He had knocked me out with a rock. And he'd beaten me so badly that there was more bruise than not bruise. So like this guy had been very aggressive with me. And he tried to engage with, he tried to mate with me when I didn't want to mate. And I protected myself. And I knocked him out. Yeah. So I panicked and I was like, ah! And I went to my mom's room and I was like, what do I do? Like, I've checked his pulse. He seems fine. Like, he's responsive-ish. He seems like he sleep talks and he's fine, but I will call an ambulance. But like, I'm kind of shaking and not very logical. So in this situation, before I'd finished that conversation, he'd come to and apologized for trying it on when I didn't want to and left. This was the whole situation. So like, I checked in with the police, and you're allowed one swing. If someone goes down, if you continue to swing after they've gone down, that's illegal in my country. If you protect yourself and someone seems vulnerable and like they're not going to hurt you anymore, then you stop. And that's what I understand about it. And also, it's subjective. So it's situation by situation basis. And if you're in a situation of DV and someone has hurt you, you get to get them off you. If they're off you and they don't pose a threat, do not continue. If they continue to keep hurting you, no matter what you do, you can continue until they have stopped to hurt them. And so, like, I know this, and I knew this because I reported him several times before this incident. That is the legality of things. So stay within the law and protect yourself. DV is domestic violence. So in that situation, I couldn't get away from him. He lived in the building below me, so I lived above him in a flat. And he had signs of domestic violence are. So people think it's all hitting, but he also made sure that he had a financial advantage over me. And what he did was, we were being evicted, me and my mom, and we had loads of animals, and it was really hard to find somewhere new. So his mother was volunteering to buy the house. And this meant, and he would go, you better be nice to me, and you better let me do whatever I want. Otherwise, you will be homeless and your mother will die. And he had that angle, and it wasn't just violence, it was like coercive. And this is a very common element of domestic violence that people don't see, even the people who suffer with it. So this is why, like, he lived below me and he was a constant threat because he had access to my building and he had a financial advantage, which made me afraid to stick up for myself. And on top of that, he was physically violent and I was afraid to report it. He also killed my cat.
Right, so what's this guy's phone number? Just kidding.
So, yeah. It wasn't a relationship. I had ended it with him before he offered to buy the house. But, like, the reason why it became a domestic violence, it's not because I was with him, but because I had been with him before he became aggressive. And that still counts. So, like, I feel like I need to clarify that. It feels terribly invasive. But the reason why I decided to clarify that with people is because I feel like there may be a situation, male or female, no matter who you are, where you're at threat. And I'd like to give people the understanding and tools to notice where stuff that isn't normally called domestic violence publicly might be a sign. So if someone decides to take control over your bank account, your finances, your rent, and use that as pressure, go, you do what I want because you owe me. Be careful, because that is a warning sign. Be vigilant. Also, isolating you from others is an indicator of DV. Yeah, he did that a lot. Like, he made sure I wasn't very connected with my family or friends anymore before he started to be violent. So, like, a lot of domestic violence, people who hurt you will say, oh, I'm sorry, I lost control, it won't happen again. But they'll wait until you're too isolated to seek help from others before they do it, which is a sign that it was premeditated.
DV is honestly a really fucking difficult situation as well, especially when people have pets. Like, because I work in like an animal care hospital, we get a lot of calls from people who are like, I'm trying to escape the situation, but I can't because my partner is threatening my dog. And like, even if it's not physical violence to them themselves, it's just to like a pet or a family member or that kind of stuff as well. It's a really complex issue, DV.
Shit.
Yeah. So, before he killed George, he didn't give me any warning. He didn't like use George. George was my cat. He was ginger. He was very friendly. I loved him. One day I said to my ex, sorry, but I am leaving the building. I am going to live with someone else because I don't know I'll survive proximity to you. The next day I came home to try and get George to my new place, and I couldn't find him. And when we moved all of the stuff out of his place a day later, there was loads of blood down the back of his cabinet, and George had gone missing. It took 4 years for him to admit what he did.
It's heartbreaking, man. Honestly heartbreaking. And it's a really unfortunate reality that these kind of instances aren't like random one-offs that just don't happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. These are very common things that happen almost every day.
So for those of you who don't know, therapist deals with a lot of calls regarding animal rescuers. Like not animal rescuers, during animals in crisis. So like how often a week do you reckon you deal with DV, like domestic violence, as a result of animal abuse?
It's hard to say because there's a number of people who work in the dispatch and stuff at the hospital, but I would say most of the time I'll get like 2 per shift. So about 14 a week, just me. So, you know, it's a fair few.
I think it's good at least that it's being talked about, even if it's like on a Justin.tv, Twitch.television, a lot of gamer nerds, because I mean, I think like I always, every time stuff like this come up, something like this comes up, people get uncomfortable and people are like, oh shit, I don't know if I want to like talk about this or listen about this. But I think that's how a lot of shit gets like, how does English work? Swept under the rug or get hidden.
Yeah.
So like, even if it's a bummer, I think if you feel like it's a bummer, good, because that means you have a fucking heart, right?
It is a fucking bummer.
It's definitely important to talk about because shit. I mean, I hang out with therapists basically every day, and he's always at work, right? And the therapist will every like 15 minutes have to go off mic to deal with a phone call. And even being that close to him, I would have no idea that the cases were so severe or that happened so often, even being around. So I think the fact that we're talking about it even is like, wow, is better than not. You know what I mean? Just put it into perspective. Woo, okay, that is a really unfortunate one. Is just to put it into perspective, because like, I don't know. I think you just never really think about these sorts of things, and I think that's how a lot of it just ends up like flying by without anybody really knowing about it.
I mean, like Anita and I have had some conversations about it as well, but it's kind of like in the moment when you get a call or a job or whatever, that's like something really fucked up. You just deal with it. You do your job, you get it done, and like it doesn't bother you. You're like, okay, this person's crying. I need to calm them down. I need to get all the info I can to make sure we can get the ambulance out there, like all that kind of stuff, right? And then it's fine. And then afterwards, like hours later, I'll be talking to like my parents or friends or something, and they'll be like, oh, did you get any bad calls today? And I'll go, oh, there was this one call. And like, then it hits me, like the reality of what's happened. And I'm like, at first it was really confronting because it didn't bother me in the moment, you know?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you're in job mode. Yeah,
exactly. I'm like, is there something fucking wrong with me that like, I'm not upset when this happens, you know? Yeah. No. And that was a weird reality to have to come to. Was like, that's okay.
No, that's completely fair. I think that's just a whole lot of either negative shit or trauma in general. My home country gained its independence about 54 odd years ago, and I grew up there till I was about 10 or 12. So things are still very volatile. So every day you'll still see some shit, right? Somebody's fighting. There's a body somewhere, and after a certain point, you just gotta turn it off, go about your day. And sometimes when people go through shit and they learn this skill of like dissociating or removing themselves from a situation and being like, I'm not gonna fucking react to this right now, you can sort of feel bad about yourself, be like, damn, I'm a fucking robot now. But nah, you're good, dude. It's just you just gotta you just gotta do your job sometimes to turn it off.
Absolutely. And it was a weird reality to come to grips to, because I didn't realize that would be a possibility when I signed up for this job. I'm like,
you just be getting puppies.
I'm going to hear some fucked up shit, you know. These cruelty reports are a part of the job. Like, it's fine. I'll deal with it. It'll be okay.
This makes me sad because I remember how excited you were to get this job. I remember you were applying for the job and everything. You're like, puppies! White people!
Unironically, man, it is my favorite job. Like, I am so happy with this gig. It's like, obviously, you know, like most of my calls are like elderly men who love their sheep and are so devastated that they have to surrender it because they're too old to keep getting headbutted. You know what I mean? Like, that's so wholesome and lovely. And we'll get adoptions and like all this kind of stuff. It's great. But, you know, you got to deal with the nasty side of animal rescue as well.
Yeah, you were pretty people happy about it for a while. Yeah.
But it's like Anita and I have been very different. Like, I'm the one telling people where to go. She was going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's been really good having Anita as a friend to like confide in about these kinds of things, because I'm like, there's something fucked up with me for like not feeling this, and she'd be like, nah, bro, you're good.
Wow.
Yeah, like people have pinned me by the neck against the wall. People have pointed shotguns at me. People have tried to run over my friends in front of me. People have committed awful crimes. There have been horribly mutilated animals in front of me. Like, you have to detach. If you get a call out to people who are aggressive, they're not aggressive to just animals, so you are in danger. Like, people who hurt humans usually start with animals, so you're going to people who are either aggressive towards people or like gonna be aggressive towards people.
Wow. Okay.
Like, one step away kind of thing.
Yeah. So like, this is so understood that in America you go on a special database if you've ever hurt an animal, because they know you're high risk factor for hurting people. So like, yeah, I've dealt with the real life stuff and I'm okay with it because it taught me a lot of shit and I'm really grateful for the experience. But in those situations, you tend to detach. The people who work well and stick with it are like job first, feelings later.
Yeah.
And then after you do the job, it all hits you.
You go home, have a bottle of wine, and cry a little bit. Listening to Salve Regina for the third time that day.
One of the biggest things Anita told me was like, stay away from the bottle. You know, like it's gonna be really easy to like have a drink after your shift. I'm not gonna lie, there's been one or two moments where I've like wanted a drink and I was like, nah, dude. Like, that's a can of worms that I want to open up, you know? But I feel like a lot of people deal with this kind of stuff. There are probably people in chat right now who are like paramedics, just doctors, chemists, public transport people, like train drivers. Like train drivers would see so many people throwing themselves into cracks on like a daily basis. You know what I mean? I feel like it doesn't matter what you do for work, there's gonna be some fucked up shit in your life. So I feel like, although we're talking specifically about like animal rescue, which probably not many people are involved in, what we're talking about still applies like everywhere else. You know what I mean?
It's subject related, you know. You can
The amount of broken marriages and fucking awful relationship shit I've seen as a florist. People come in, I need a bouquet of like.
That's so funny,
dude.
I would never think of the florist
comes in and spends $200 on a fucking bouquet. He's probably gonna be the next day. He fucked up. He fucked up. I've seen like 15 marriages just fucking giggle wrecked. Just because, like, just over, and you'd think, like, yeah, you're a fucking florist. What are you gonna fucking see all day? It's like, no, fucking people are wild.
You must see some really miserable people buying flowers.
I'm never gonna date again or get married. One, because of like the experiences I've had, but like the amount of relationships I've seen through working in those stores and just seeing how fucking awful it is, just so bad. I'm like, I'm good. I am so good.
That's so funny, dude. I would never have expected that side of floristry.
No, it's fucking yikes. It is a yikers, bro. Woo! I am in so much pain.
Oh. So like I've had several relationships. I've had 5 relationships, 2 women, 3 men. And
she does them all.
I kind of feel like from what I've carried out of that is like all the warning signs. All flags just look like flags when you've got rose tinted glasses. You only see their red flags after the fact. All nice people, like all evil, awful people tell you they're nice in the beginning. So like I've carried from that all the experience taken, and I know how to prevent bad things from happening now. I've not had a relationship in a long time. And the reason why is because the people who gravitate to me are people who need patience. Like, I'm very, very understanding and forgiving of people. So the kind of people who need patience are the kind of people I'm trying to avoid getting in a relationship with. I know my life track. I know I'm too forgiving. I'm like, meh, I'll fuck up one day. If I can't forgive people for being imperfect, I will never deserve love. So, because like one day it'll be me asking for forgiveness.
Wow.
So like
Okay,
I try to be very tolerant, and people with a first person view of my friendships and all the rest of it will know and be able to tell you that I'm too tolerant and that my boundaries need to be harsher.
Chat.
Right? And like Dr. K said this, Bryce has had a word with me about this. And like anyone friends with me will know that I'm very, very forgiving.
Woo!
To a fault.
Wow.
And this is even after having been letting it get so carried away that I've forgiven people for mutilating me and doing awful things to me. So, like, I from that perspective, I've got to say,
you are.
The red flags have stayed red, and as a result, like, because I'm not fully fixed. Like, I understand red flags. I can see them beyond the tinted glasses, but I can't. I haven't yet become the kind of person who attracts kind people. I still attract mean people. That's because I'm very tolerant. So, like, when you're mean, the only people who'll spend time with you are very tolerant people. So, because I'm tolerant, mean people are like, oh, you still want to be friends? So I have a lot of mean people in my social sphere. People who are overly confident, very insecure, and very mean. And I know that. So I've stayed single for a very, very long time. Ooh. I think I broke up with my ex when I was like...
Fuck him.
26, 25. I'm now nearly 30. So aside...
And I'm 96 years old. That's crazy.
Way to ruin the moment, therapist.
It was warranted. It's fine. You know what? There you are. All right. Go get him.
So I've been like single for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't invite people into my life easily. Because I know I have the personality type where most people who want to be in my life are mean.
Take something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it doesn't work well as a dom.
No.
So I'm still waiting.
Full circle.
I'm a very forgiving, wholesome dom. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what like really jumps out to me about what you're saying is obviously to a much worse extent as I've never been a victim of like DV or anything like that. But I remember with my first partner who I dated for like 4.5 years, I didn't realize there were things that I was just complicitly putting up with in that relationship. Like I didn't realize I could actually find better. So at the time I'm like, I'm going to marry this girl. This girl's perfect. Yeah, relationship's not perfect, but like what relationship is? And then the second that I have left that relationship and I talk to people about it, they're like, you put up with that for 4 years?
What?
And I'm like, I didn't know it was like optional. These sorts of things. I was like, people always complain about relationships. I just thought like this was part of it, you know? And you only really learn that once you actually get out there and start dating multiple people and you're just like, wow, I'm a fucking idiot. How did I not realize this? Like, wow.
No, Anita, this is a fucking weird thing. I don't know. Today in the morning, I was making some chicken fajitas, and I remembered the moment last we were all in a VC together. We were all in a group chat together. You talked about how lonely you were feeling because of the position you were in, and there's a way you just like looked up at the camera, and I was like, oh, fucking feels bad, man. And that image was just fucking stuck in my mind for so long today. And then now we're talking about this, and I'm just like, damn, feels fucking bad, man. I don't know, man. I just hang in there, man. It's gonna get really hot. It's gonna be a really hot chick that comes by that I am gonna steal from you, but you'll be all right, man.
That is
Yeah.
Aniki's ultimate dream, is to cuck Anita.
She insists that I'm a cuck. Anyway, go on, Anita.
I have a lot of Chad male friends and a lot of slut male friends. The thing is, I'm really grateful for it because, like, if I have a partner who's into men, I'm surrounded by people who are insecure enough to try and snatch that person before they get to me.
Oh.
So what I do is I'm like, yeah, I have like a really great trusting ground. I have like a, what is it called, an obstacle course. If people can get past all the Chads and still want me and only me, okay, you got my attention.
So as long as they fuck all of your friends, then you're on the table. Is what you're telling Chad.
She has an army of fuckboys around her.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sure your friends are just like, yes, we're getting laid, boys. That's what I'm talking about.
So because of the position I'm in, a lot of people try to fuck me, but they don't get past the fuckboy barrier. So like, I have a lot of friends around me who are either sluts or people who are just up for stuff, right? So usually,
My kind of people.
So in my Discord, in my social circle, people try to get close to my friends to get close to me. They don't realize is my friends are hella romantic. So like, if they've managed not to sleep with my friends before they sleep with me, they've got my interest. But like, if they've like slept with everybody and they're just ping-ponging towards me, I'm just like gonna miss that shit and dodge them. And it's great because I'm really
I feel like I'm
single.
in danger being your friend now.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I really don't.
So what you're
don't
saying
fuck off.
is, so wait, so what you're saying is safe. Got you. Got it.
So like, people like Therapist and a few others I
I know.
won't name.
Go on. Yep. People like
say it,
therapists.
Anita.
Go on.
I'm like,
It's not me.
Sluts like therapists. Yep. Continue.
I'm like,
Chat. Anita got fucking smashed after a stream last week and was talking to me. She's like, therapist, I gotta tell you, as like the certified slut in my friend group, and I was like, thanks, Anita. I'll take it. Nice.
Title.
yeah,
Golf
like,
claps for that.
Right, so like my advice to you if you're aspiring to be a streamer is like lots of people are going to be attracted to you just because you've got a lot of attention. Like that's going to be a turn on for people that are going to be like, I want to sleep with sweet Anita, because like people are going to be like, oh damn, I heard of her.
How many people are talking about this though?
What
I
is
don't know any people that talk about this.
What is this?
Here in Arizona, we don't get many
Hey,
Tourette.
yeah.
Okay, nobody in
sweet
Arizona
Anita.
talks like that, bro.
I've never
Anyway.
met a young
So, like-
lady with Tourette's before.
So what I do to avoid all of that shit, all that drama and bullshit, because like I want to keep my kill count low. Like I don't want a pentakill. I want a waifu. So like, what I do
Don't
is
call it a kill count.
You mean body count?
You need to work on phrasing, Anita. We know you have skulls. Like,
I'm not coming over to your house ever.
Keep the kill count low, right?
That's why she has the handcuffs. and
Minimal
the skulls, got it.
casualties.
Okay, you're
So,
the
like-
handcuffs, the skulls, they're all adding up now, but continue.
So like, I surround myself with chads and sluts, and the reason why I do is not just because they're really fun to be around, because they are big personalities. Are not ashamed of their sexuality,
Go
and
get
I
'em.
love that. Yeah, go get them, bitch.
Which one do I fall under?
So,
Hang on, is this why we're all here? Hang on. Put two and two together here.
right.
Chat.
Am I a Chad or a slut? I'm confused.
You're a simp.
You're simp, yeah. And the foot rest, yeah.
Kind of footrest.
Fuck.
Winning.
So how I protect myself and how I've stayed like under 5, I can count the amount of people I've mated with on one hand, and the reason why is because I'm selective, and I like being selective. I'm careful, but what that means is I surround myself with chads and sluts because people who are just looking to not be lonely anymore get caught up in all of it. And my chads win because they're like, I want to smash. Woohoo!
Asshole.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me right now? You're like, You're
I'm
using me
friends with
like
Anita,
fly
she's a
spray.
really
Like, what are
nice
you
person.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm like a fly
I
tip
really
right
understand
now,
what it's like.
I
to
feel
be
like
me.
Anita's like the fishing boat and I'm the net, like in the way of all the fish. Like, what are you talking about? You're like,
Right.
thank God therapist is here just to catch all the fish and take them away from
Yeah,
me.
we're the meat shields, I guess. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's not much I'm
All
gonna be
the
able to
fish
do. I'm gonna
shots
be
coming
honest with
your
you.
way.
Anita.
God. Fuck.
What am I gonna do here? I don't get it.
So like because of that, so like because it's great because I stayed single and anyone who's tried to get close to me has gotten close to my friends and then fucked him and I'm like, you were just lonely, you're not into me, and I carry on with my life.
Speaking of which, somebody just DM'd me.
Hey,
Hey.
You're
I actually like
welcome.
you a lot, actually.
dude, I just got a DM from this
Did you
chick.
say
Her
you're welcome?
name's like Dominoes. She sounds pretty cool. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my little wife messaging me. Hi, bunny. That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Your glasses
keep that out the fucking street. You know, just
Yeah, you
Right.
know what, Bryce?
Save
I
it
don't
for
give you
later.
a chance to shit on me.
I don't want to
Go
fucking
ahead.
hear hello
Yeah.
bunny.
Lay it on
What
me.
the fuck is that shit? Get out of
Relax.
here.
No. It works out for all of us because like
Woo!
the sluts get laid, the chads get laid, and I know that it wasn't about me. People who are just like, because this is the thing, relationships sometimes are about not being lonely rather than the person they're fixated on. And this is why on Tinder, you don't just swipe right once. You don't just go, spotted my soulmate. You go, whoever will swipe back is my love. And the thing is, I'm not into that. I'm not about that shit. Like, I like someone to get to know me a lot. And then, like, if we're addicted to each other, we'll continue. But, like, that is rare. And a lot of people delude themselves, especially when they're horny. So, like, people will go, my dick stands up when I look at you. So that must be love. And that's different.
Wow.
That's not what I'm looking for.
We are gonna be married forever.
Wait, I gotta give you $3 so we're married. 1 second.
Yeah, 1 second.
So as a result, what I do now
Yeah.
as my best coping mechanism, because the sad thing about me and my existence is I've tried to make friends my whole life and every single one of them has tried to smash me. So what I do is I surround myself with chads now, because people who are trying to smash get caught up in the chads, both male and female, instead of me. And that's how I stop that shit. Because I don't know, you can't dress a certain way. I tried that. I spent like 3 years in a trench coat. Did not stop a single thirsty boy. God damn it. I tried wearing a wedding ring. Turns out thirsty
makes it
boys
worse.
have no... Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Tried telling people I was a lesbian. They're like, woo, threesome. And then I was like...
Yeah, dude, you're really bad at this. Yeah.
Yeah, you're really bad at this, Anita.
I was like, how the fuck do I put thirsty dudes off me? So I stopped trying, and I was like,
Chat.
fine. I'll put a minefield out there. I'll just put loads of horny ladies and dudes around me, because they're fun, they're confident, they're secure, they know what they want, right? So I love hanging out with
3
them.
out of 5.
What I don't want is a bunch
Yeah.
of DMs. I'm not one of those people, chat. Do not start DMing me.
She's bullshitting. DM her.
True.
Please don't. Don't listen to her, Terrence.
Not a tick. Fuck him.
That's a tick. Stop it. Stop. Don't start DMing me, bro.
That wasn't a tick.
Yeah.
You can head over to twitch.tv/onlybagel and drop those thirsty,
No, who's DMing me?
drop those thirsty donos, chat. She's willing and waiting.
I'm literally getting DMs right now. Oh my god! Stop!
That's fucking hilarious, actually.
Anita, what did you do? What did you
You're welcome.
do? No, I don't want DMs from them.
Finally gonna get laid, Bagel. Gang, gang. That's what I'm talking about.
So, I love you guys, but I'm peeing now, because I broke the seal. Okay?
Rookie
Oh my
era.
god, guys. Okay, seriously, guys, don't DM me, please.
I love you guys.
Therapist, do something. Guys, I don't
Do
want
something.
you
I
DMs.
know. Bagel, I got it, okay? Don't worry.
If you fucking DM me, I swear to God, I'm
Bagel only replies to PayPal messages. So what you're gonna have to do is send us some donos.
Bro.
Include the simp messages in those dollars, chat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what therapist is saying. Stop DMing me, please.
Best way to simp
To
for
get to Bagel is paypal.me
Pay her money,
chat.
That's right. Pay Anarchy as well, and he'll pay
me.
Bagel. He promises.
Yeah,
And
$100 minimum. Who said that? Who said $100 minimum? Yeah, listen to them.
Yeah, paypal.me/AnikiChat to
Dude,
talk to Bagel.
There's so many DMs. Why, you guys?
Shit. Can somebody DM me, please? I'm hella lonely. You guys DM me.
Wait,
DM
Anarchy,
me.
I've been getting DMs. You
I
haven't
got
been,
you.
dude. Uh-oh.
My wife who DM'd me, but it was just her.
Here, I got you. Dude, I can't even find the group, the podcast group, right now.
DM
somebody said, "Hey man, here's some love for you since Bagel's getting all the DMs."
Oh shit! Okay, I wasn't serious. Please stop DMing me. Stop it! What the fuck?
Chad, if you head over to my Twitch page, you can see the PayPal link.
Jesus, relax. The fuck? Bunch of fucking cutie
thirsty.
No, I lost my wife.
Look, guys, I'm somebody's footrest already. Okay, I can't respond to these messages. Please stop DMing me.
Hey, Bryce.
Hi there.
How's it going?
It's going. You alright?
Yeah. Fuck you. Someone
was the
they
person?
fucking love you.
Somebody said they love
Who said?
No,
Who?
not you. They love Bryce. He said Abnicity. He says, I fucking love you, Bryce.
Abnicity, huh? Hey.
Eliana, stop being fucking horny. Stop this shit.
Somebody is sending me what the actual...
I don't know who would ever love me, to be honest. I'm one of these
Hey, therapist. Somebody asked me to ask you if they can have your number.
Find me to DM me in the first place? How do
they can have my number?
Yeah, if they can have your number.
I don't know my PayPal number off by heart. Just tell them to go to my stream and they can click the donation
How are you
link
guys
right there.
What is this?
They said I need his sweet man meat.
Oh boy.
If I had $1 from you on my PayPal, let's go. Look, you can talk to me through stream.
Wow, what the fuck? Being in Anita's Discord as a curse once more, huh? Shit. Fuck them. Well, you know what, guys? I think we've had a good stream today. We did a lot of poo-poo talk.
It's
a lot of pee-pee talk. Did a lot of boo-boo talk. Did a lot of cry talk. Did a lot of laugh talk.
I like
did a lot of glug.
Yeah.
Covered everything today. You know what we didn't talk about at all, though?
Any of the topics.
Any of the fucking topics.
Yeah, we had meetings to work.
I woke up at 6 a.m. to talk to you guys about your stupid fucking meeting about these topics. Didn't talk one. Bryce, somebody says, when are you and I hooking up?
Please.
Thank you for whoever just donated $1. Thank you.
Well,
I mean, gosh, I'm really having my stream lives.
Can you multiply that by 100?
Woo!
Yeah.
Whenever you're in Europe, you know.
Yeah.
Just, hit me up.
When in Scotland?
I'm going to Germany and then Denmark and then France. So I don't know about.
And then Scotland.
I don't know about Scotland.
So that's sweet.
Ooh, this fucking self-hitting.
You're coming to Scotland.
I'm trying so hard.
You're coming to Scotland.
Why would I come to Scotland?
One night, dude.
You were supposed to say so I could come in you, but you know you dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, but I didn't want to.
Listen, man. Listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
No one's coming in me.
No, you were gonna come in me. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We already decided that you're the top.
Yeah.
We've had this talk. Shit. I'm so glad Anita's not here to hear none of this shit.
I'm still getting DMs.
Well, listen, man, I think anything I do is just going to irritate
Bagel. You need to start PayPaling, Chad.
I'm gonna start
visual here,
money
man. I can't
scratch your thirsty messages.
I feel you. Wow. Okay, guy. I know it's play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but I really do regret asking for these DMs. This is actually like somebody said I wouldn't smash you, but you're thank you. I wouldn't fuck you, but you're cool.
Hey man, at least you're getting DMs, right?
My God,
send it to Bryce instead. Shad.
Oh my God, please stop DMing me. How much for the wedding? What?
Thank you, Barshoot.
Bagel, listen, I know you're like new to this like streaming thing, but if there's one way to get the internet to stop doing something, it is definitely not by telling them not to. Not a
Eliana,
good idea.
stop.
I'm just it.
Let
Oh
me
my God.
smash.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, please.
Bagel, how's your day going?
Fucking horrible now.
Wow. Therapist, someone wants to know where's the display. So how long does it take a person to pee? I mean, Jesus.
Oh, never mind.
I heard the whistle.
Yeah, we said display 3 times and she appeared.
Fuck.
Quick, display.
Display. Somebody summoned me. Shit. What did we do to Anita? We kicked her off this stream. This is our stream now.
Look
Wow.
at me, I'm the streamer now.
I'm the streamer now. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wow. Where am I? Are you drinking coconut juice?
I'm drinking coconut water, yeah.
Hey, so how long you been awake now, buddy?
Well, let me check my time. 22 and a half hours.
20. Oh, there's a
Oh,
dude,
she brought her dog. That's adorable.
You know, that is a nice dog, actually. Yeah.
See, Bryce, that's a real dog right there.
Exactly.
What are you trying
What
to
was your
say?
dog's name? What was your dog's name, Bryce?
You don't know my dog's name.
What is it?
Layla.
Layla or some shit? Layla. See?
Yeah.
Layla's got nothing on top on what's his face? Is that Peter?
Peter, shiny butt.
Shiny.
I remember the name. Wow, look at that. Shit. Bleh. I'm glad you were gone that long. We said a lot of things that you didn't need to have as ammo, honestly.
Bagel may or may not have made the biggest mistake he can make as a streamer, and now our Discord is breaking, but that's fine.
Yeah, all of our Discords are fucking broken now.
I think your mic's dead, Bagel.
What happened?
So she just kept telling chat to stop messaging her. And of course, they listened because they're real, kind, understanding people.
I also got $1 donation out of it, so hey.
Nice.
You know what? Did you know that Blood Axe randomly donated $100 to me when I was on here one time?
Wow, that sounds like
I know.
Really?
He's very generous.
Yeah. Fucking, and then he did it again yesterday. Well, it was 25, I said, but still. I'm like, Jesus, Blood.
I'm not his favorite anymore, but that's okay. Because he's giving me
I
so
mean,
much.
it's about time. It is about time. How long can you guys simp for one girl with Tourette's, okay? Simp for this guy. Wow, relax. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Rabbit.
He's not sorry.
How is Peter
Anyway,
doing?
we were saying, Anita, that we've talked about everything under the rainbow today except for the topics that we had planned. So
That happens every time that we're fucking.
yeah.
So I don't know. I the key to my success so far has not been planning.
Guys,
I mean,
know
I
what
agree.
that-
I like to eat. I agree.
I still feel like such a proud dad every time you try to flex on Streaminator. I'm like, she's doing it. She had no idea how to flex, Anarchy. She was going like this.
Really?
Like,
Instead of
good.
hitting the actual bicep.
And I was like, bend your like void it. And then she was
No,
just
she
like,
would go like
it
this.
worked. Oh my god.
God, I haven't been to a gym in fucking 5 months now. Somebody help. Somebody take care of me, please. Hold me.
Yeah, man. I mean,
you're just thick.
I don't know what this is.
You're just
oh,
thick.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
My muscle,
Yeah.
You know what,
Wow.
Bryce?
I'm-
You know what's
I'm
really
all thick.
fucking funny? Like, I had a friend recently, an IRL friend, that I was like, you're nice and everything, but you're a bit of a slut. So, like, I was like, they came on to me and I was like, I'm not a notch in the belt girl. And I explained that to chat without saying names, and they were like, Bryce. Bryce is the slut.
See, that's the thing, right? That's funny because I was streaming the other day and I had people come and say into my chat, say, Anita completely rejected you. And I was like, I didn't ask her anything. And they were like, no, you're completely shot down by Anita. And I'm like,
What?
okay.
You know what, Brian? I think even drunk, I think you've never tried to come on to her. I think even drunk, you've never tried to. I think you
Okay,
would.
listen.
Yes.
I think...
Yes?
No, I would agree with you. I like.
Oh, okay, good.
I think my way of coming onto people is like different to how you like everyone perceives me. I am quite like a flirtatious kind of guy. But,
Yeah.
like, my way of coming
Can't
on
do
to
it
people is completely different to me being kind of
I'm a
flirtatious.
pretty
You know?
flirtatious guy. Like, hey, girl.
Hey, whoa,
girl,
hey,
look at these
whoa,
jazz hands.
whoa,
I like them
yeah,
shoes.
whoa.
Shit.
Check out the Cowboys, huh?
Bryce,
Wait,
are you
by the
more of
shoe.
a hey, my name is Bryce, I think you're cool as hang kind of guy? Or are you some bullshit sideways kind of guy? What's going on?
What do you mean bullshit sideways?
Because if you just approach a girl and tell her you think she's good looking and if she wants to hang out, she'll either say yes or no, and then you can go about your business. I feel like a lot of people try a lot of these other things like pickup lines and or funny things. And
I don't do fucking pickup lines.
I'm just saying, dude, if she doesn't think
All
you're hot, man, you know.
No
I gotta-
witnesses.
I gotta
Listen, Anthony,
bounce
there
out
is a-
to go get my car, so I'll see
Oh.
you guys
I
later.
love you, Bagel.
Oh,
Thank
bye,
you so
Bagel.
much
I love
for
you
hanging
too.
out.
See ya.
Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See
Take
ya,
care.
RIP your
Yeah,
DM.
bye, chat.
I need to change scenes.
Shit.
I need.
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
change
wait,
scenes
wait,
real
before
quick.
you go.
I won't
change
leave. Don't worry.
scenes.
That's what I was saying. Bye.
There we go.
We good?
Go, go, go.
All right. Bye, guys. Love you all. Take care.
Cool.
See ya,
Bye.
Bagel.
Wow.
Breakfast.
Wow.
Okay.
Anyway,
now...
as I was saying,
Mhm.
what were we talking about? Yeah, I don't do
You are
pickup lines are
flirting,
really cheesy and disgusting. Never
Yeah,
once tried to pick up line with a girl. Like, I've always
Fuck
had.
no.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, you know.
Sure.
And I hate to be that kind of a guy that's like, hey, well, I've got this, just like I've got this essence, you know, this aura
Sure.
of being able to do that. But I can speak to girls. I'm like, you know, 90% of people in here. So you know, it's like, well,
I have a question.
not on the call, but in
I have a question for you guys. Okay, this is for all of you. Okay.
Mhm.
One thing I think about and worry about a lot is like, so when I'm like on stream, I know it's not just me, right? I know there's me and then there's all of you guys who are associated, like we're all associated with each other, right? So believe it or not, I try to be careful about what I say because I'm like, I don't want somebody to be like, oh, therapist friend or Sweet Anita's friend or Bryce's friend, Aniki Chad talked about XYZ. You know what I mean? And so every time I'm hanging out on the internet, I'm afraid, go get him, of like revealing my power level, right? Because I'm just like, oh no, everybody around me might end up getting in trouble with this shit. Is that something you guys worry about at all? I know you guys aren't as toxic, but is that something you guys think about, worry about? Or like
I have
on the other
such
side?
a like unintimidating presence that is like as much as I'd like to worry about it, it's not really much of an issue. Like I don't have that such like.
Yeah, but do you ever worry like, or that like that one of your streamer friends is gonna get you like in some shit?
Right.
Namely,
like you, as much as I like to say, I like to keep a lot of things close to the belt. But you know, sometimes it doesn't go out too well. You know, sometimes things are leaked that you know you might not want to be leaked. So I like, yeah,
it's more like with us the story sort of thing. Yeah.
I trust you guys.
Like,
okay, and from all the things you said, it's not really stuff I've been like, hey, you can't fucking leak that. Like I've never come to any of you and been like, hey, don't talk.
No,
about
it's not
that.
about leaks. It's like being fucking obnoxious.
Right, but like all the stuff I've said to you is stuff that like I'm comfortable with saying to you, and I'm comfortable with like people knowing, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't tell you this if like I wasn't like, hey guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's actually funny you bring it up because a couple months ago, I don't want to trigger any specific ticks, but when the last big controversy with Anita, I honestly thought while I was streaming that people were gonna message me a lot about it and talk to me, but instead they were actually they were asking me about what I thought of Aniki's take of the controversy.
I got asked about it a lot. I
Yeah.
I think go get him because I'm black and I have Tourette's. I'm in
you were like the perfect golden child for that thing. Right. Yeah.
I'm in like a unique position to like have a take on that, and I got fucking like rained on.
Dude, it's like you're a streamer, you know her, you're black, and you have Tourette's. It's like that. You literally couldn't have a better person to have a take on that kind of issue.
I spend a lot of my time being a scumbag, but that was one opportunity I was really glad to have to be able to like fucking be like, listen. And I wish I wasn't as toxic as I was in that clip because I spent a good first part of that clip being like saying N-word this, N-word that, you know what I mean? Talking about my experience.
Honestly, I was actually really impressed with the clip. I thought you came across really. It wasn't just like a okay, as a black man, this is what I believe, and as someone this is what I believe. Yeah. And like it wasn't like fake. I was like, this is a really real take from Aniki, and like there's a reason it fucking exploded, dude. Like, what? It's got like 500,000 views or some shit at this point. Like that's absurd. Yeah, it's crazy.
It just I don't know. It was just kind of bullshit, and I really wasn't really. That's two things that really fucking bother me. Is can you guys fucking stop? Is the way people go about the word, which isn't a discussion we're gonna have on this stream, and also the way people go about go get them. And the
Therapist go.
and the way people go on about. And the way go get them, and the way people go about go get them, Tiger, and the way I'm gonna close my eyes, and the way people go about shit on my tits, go get them. That doesn't work. I give up. Forget about it.
He's accepted his fate.
And go get him.
I think what you're trying to say, Anarchy, is like the way people were talking about it. It's like you just had the ability to convey what people were thinking, sort of thing, right?
It was a perfect storm. Yeah,
absolutely.
And I was in the perfect position to be like, "Here's a fucking record straight," you know what I mean? But yeah,
nuclear take,
wanking me enough. Yeah, I mean, I worry about myself and the shit I say, not even as Tiggs, but just because of the kind of humor I have and how that's gonna like affect the people I know, especially because all of you, except maybe Bryce, you and Anita therapist have this like wholesome brand, you know what I mean? And that's no slander. Bryce,
what do you mean except Bryce? Hang on,
Bryce. I watch your stream, Bryce.
What's not wholesome about my stream?
Okay, Bryce.
You gonna hate on my bad gameplay, or you gonna?
Sure. You guys all have a wholesome brand, and I'm always just like, I'm a little spicy. So I was worried about that,
you weren't like it's gonna be off brand for us. Is that what you're kind of worried about?
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, I mean, it all works out in the end, right?
It is a weird kind of responsibility. It's like if you go down, we go down kind of mentality. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's because people have like we've all chosen to associate with each other, and I think you have you're honor bound then to like be careful or respect that. Coming from me, that's hilarious because the amount of times I talk about various, what's on stream, but like, yeah, I think you just end up a little bit not the opposite, the opposite.
Well, like Anita, obviously, like none of us are anywhere near your size, right? But do you think that if we were, do you think you would be more worried about this kind of association thing?
No.
Don't give a fuck.
So like, what I've learned about streaming at this level, and the thing is, people don't understand. Like, people see like, oh, a level of your fame, but like, no, I could have been higher. But the thing is, I decided to be blunter. Well, the key to success is being unarguable. Do not engage with politics. Do not be true to yourself. Be shallow. Say vague comments like, I like games. I am girl. And like these sorts of things. Tweet that shit out. But if you want to be yourself and stream, you just have to accept that people are going to disagree with it. So what I did was I was just myself. I could have been vague. I have the social skills and the self-awareness to be vague and be like a 15k streamer, but I decided not to. I decided to be whatever the chips may fall. And part of that was being friends with people I admire rather than people who are an advantage. And the reason why I decided to be that person instead of breakfast, instead of Pokemon, the reason why I decided to be myself is because I'm in my 20s and I decided like this is the time where I have energy. And what I've heard from older people, like this really influenced my streaming career. I was listening to elderly people. So I had an ex, his grandparents were still alive when I knew him. They died, and I watched all of that happen.
Rip.
Right?
Rip.
And I loved them. His grandma and granddad were alive during the war. And their stories were amazing. And what I learned from them, one of their biggest regrets was appeasing people. So and they said, when you're young, you have energy but no money. And when you're old, you have money but no energy. And both of those are obstacles to you doing what you want in life. These are like some of the spawns of regret. So I decided I wanted to be high energy, but I also wanted to live a life that was full and full of like experiences and things I'll look back on beautifully. I'm gonna be 60 sometime, 70 sometime, and I'm not gonna have the energy to go chasing around loads of crazy countries doing random shit. So I've decided I'm gonna make the friends that I want to be friends with. I'm gonna, you know, love the people I want to love, and I'm gonna look back on that fondly. The money might go, but the memories won't. So I'm decided memories, good memories over good money. And as a result, this is why these 3 people are in chat right now and not like bigger streamers. Like these people are like, your career is not my my main decision maker. Your personalities are. And I love things about you. Like I love that therapist can talk shit for like 5 hours, 24 hours. And make it entertaining. He can pull content out of nothing. Like I can just go like, I had a sandwich yesterday. Like, oh yeah, sandwiches. You know the funny thing about sandwiches?
That's your therapist voice.
Yeah. It's like,
That's a really good one. Now do it again one more time. Have you been practicing?
I thought I was talking there. Actually, I was
that
like,
was pretty spot on. So I'm gonna say I love sandwiches, and you repeat it. Go.
It's because they'll fill you no matter what their size. And like Anarchy.
Exactly.
Anarchy.
What?
It's so therapist. Oh my god.
Wait, pause.
Like a therapist makes a punchline out of anything. Doesn't matter how mundane. But Anarchy is like this scrambled person. You've been through all kinds of crazy shit, Anarchy, and you're scrambled as fuck. And yet out of you comes all of this beauty and fun and entertainment. Like you've decided to take all the shit you've been through and make it into something that makes someone smile. And I totally admire that. I totally want to relate to that. That's what I aspire to be. So like, hell yeah, your angle may be less than wholesome, but as toxic as it is, it's exactly what I want to be. Which is building beautiful things out of bad situations. And Bryce
is cool. Bryce is cool.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
brother.
So next topic.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Bryce
isn't like, is someone who's like an unsung hero. Like he can make content out of anything like therapist, but in a different way. You see, therapist is like one of these people who's like engaging voice, engaging like angle on mundane
muscles.
things. Bryce is the kind of person who, even whether he's on stream or just hanging out with his friends, it doesn't matter where he is, he's trying to make people laugh and he succeeds, which is a rare and difficult thing. And I love that about him. So, like, because he's fun to be around, I invite him onto the stream. Has nothing to do with like, tactics or career or
That's
stats.
Only why I'm invited onto stream, because I'm fun to be around and fun to laugh at. There's nothing else about me, guys, that is, engaging,
What are you trying to say? Fuck.
I'm just a fucking court gesture, I can put on a hat around and just go, whoa, wow.
I think we're all.
And you'd be like, oh, that Bryce guy. Fucking
Anita,
funny cookie, that guy.
What? You kind of just I remember one day a therapist told me, not this fucker, an actual therapist told me that I was like a ping pong ball chucked into an empty bathtub, and that's always been like a sore spot for me. And then you just said, yeah, you're a pretty scrambled person. I was just like that hurt.
Ping pong just bounce around.
Not therapist. Like I know what it's like because we have similar conditions. Like I'm not gonna say that means we had similar backstories, but it means that like people engage with us in a similar way. And the thing is, like, there are 2 kinds of people with Tourette's that I've met so far. And they're the kinds of people who are really shy and easily offended. They're like, don't laugh at me, I'm insecure. And there are people like, people are going to laugh at me. Fuck it. At least they're laughing. And
at least this time it's not about my penis, is what they're laughing about.
It's a nice change of pace, dude.
Yeah, honestly. I need to go on.
So, like, the thing with that is, like, I love people who are like, these are the situations, how do we make the best of it? And you're one of those people. You're energetic because you're young, so you're a ping pong ball. You're bouncing off the world, but you're bouncing off the world in a positive way instead of an angry way. And I love that shit. It's inspirational no matter what you're experiencing.
Hold on, I have to cry really quickly. Hold on, just I was really that was so touching.
Hang on,
of you,
let me join you there. Let me.
This is my way of actually trying to like get away from actually crying. Okay, let me have. There we go, dude. It's it. Oh man, what color?
I should went in my eye.
I'm really glad I'm too dark to blush. I gotta tell you, because then I wouldn't have gotten away with nearly all the bullshit I got away with in my life.
So I'm not too dark to blush. Like my dad is dark, but I did not inherit his melanin. So I blush hard, and it's so fucking annoying. And yeah, people make what they will of that. But but regardless, you are someone who gets handed some chips, and you're like, how do I make people smile? Like you're looking at these, like your hand you're dealt, and you're like, okay, so what's the positive? What's fun about this? Instead of me.
Can we stop?
What happened to me?
Can we stop? Can we go back
the glasses
about
on.
moves, please? Block them.
You know, to be fair, it's not just us getting compliments. Like, I hope you know that, like, I've been around Twitch for a long time. I've been a part of like many different communities, but you are definitely like one of the most like genuine and like, I was gonna say wholesome, but you're pretty toxic. But like a really like
people just don't know.
Exactly. But it's like a whole package stream, you know what I mean? It's like you know how to be funny, you know how to be sincere, you know how to talk about really serious things and things that in a way that's easily digestible for like an audience who doesn't know about these kinds of instances. And I think that's not a skill you can teach. I think that's just like a really inherent trait for you. And yeah, I mean, like we've had a lot of talks about why you can't believe how big you are, but like everyone here can believe you're as big as you are.
All that simp shit aside, I think it just comes right down to I don't like a lot of people because a lot of people are kind of gonna fuck you over, take advantage of you one way or another. But you know what, Anita? I like you just fine, brother.
I like you just fine.
I think you're all right. You're good in my book.
Yeah, I think for me is you have this level of experience that a lot of people don't have, and you're like that voice on Twitch that you can talk about this experience. And people can at least try and learn from this. And this is the people that stay in your stream, is that they're learning from what you're saying.
Why do we do this every week? We hurt ourselves. Like
we talk about shit, and then we go to this like, hey Anita, you're amazing, man. This is
to be fair, she's not perfect, right?
No, she's
much.
Nobody's perfect though. I mean,
she's much closer to the ground than the ceiling, and that's a problem. But it's okay. Like nobody's perfect. It's fine.
She's kind of awful, but yeah.
Plus, she's such a great actor, right, guys? Oh.
Where's the Oscar?
Tourette,
the way she fakes those Tourettes every day, it's commendable. Yeah. There's been a lot of acting classes there.
Can we boogie on? Ha ha. Good boy.
Okay, so what I have to say about that is so I kind of feel like nothing about me is staying as secret as I want it to be. Like, because of my condition, like, I had a guest on who was just like, so you're vegan, right? I was like, but like, there's so many things that I keep personal, and I'm just like, nah, this isn't for the stream. This is just like my day-to-day life. Not because I'm not like, I want to give you everything, but just because like, I like a chat who's having fun instead of a chat who's arguing about trivial bullshit, right? So like... I still don't know how people like me. I'm really lucky that you three do, and that I get to invite you on the podcast, and you're like, hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, go, brother.
Go get him.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let her fuck. Anyway.
I don't see myself as someone with a high status or someone who deserves a high status. I see myself as like a flawed human being. But I've discovered some shit on the way. And like I'm like, ooh, this might actually be helpful to someone. So like I've started divulging that on chat as content because I'm just like, I could be like ridiculously shallow and just make people laugh.
Wow.
But I'd rather give people tools to skip the bullshit I went through because that would be more meaningful and last longer, right?
Shit.
But I kind of figured lots of this stuff is going to be controversial. Lots of this stuff is going to be stuff that people don't believe. But for the few people who relate to it, it's going to mean enough that it's going to help them. And that's enough to me. I don't need money and fame. I've got enough to eat. I've got more than enough to eat. So, like, that's the criteria. If I can feed myself and have fun on stream, I'll do it. So from that preface, here's the meat of the conversation. I love you guys. You do cool things for the people that you serve. And you do. You serve a community. You give them company, you give them love, you give them a laugh. And a lot of these people really need that shit. And I value what you do.
Wow.
And that's completely external to my own stream. That's completely external to what I do. I just think what you're doing specifically is something that I admire. And that's why you're on the podcast, is because you have beautiful personalities, but you have an even more profound effect on the people that you serve as streamers. That's why you're here. I admire that on a deep level. I've watched your streams, and I see that as really fucking important. Okay?
Fuck.
And from there, what I'm gonna say is, I've been through some shit. Some shit I try not to talk about on stream. Sometimes Terrence gives me away. Sometimes other guests give me away. But I'm trying my best to keep the atmosphere light and fun. The few times I veer into dark subjects is because I want you guys to benefit from hearing it from it. It's not because I just want to vent and like puke my sadness onto you. Otherwise I'd talk about some other shit. And like Bryce is saying because he's heard some of the other shit. So like from there, what I'm gonna say, swinging back to you guys, is that watching you guys, I know what effect you have on people in chat because you have it on me, and that is that I forget my own experiences and I live vicariously for you. You're having fun, you're laughing, you're seeing beauty and punchlines and positivity in the most mundane of shit. It could be a game, it could be waiting too long on a fucking voicemail, it could be anything, but you guys make fun of it in a really relatable way.
Shit.
And you don't know how much that means. I don't know how to be ordinary because my life is weird, and I'm like, chat is making me aware of this. Like, I'm not very relatable as a human. I'm whamming on Twitch, instantly unrelatable. But also, I have Tourette's. It's rare. I collect skulls. Like, everything I give a shit is like a weird angle on shit. Like, I'm not very relatable. I don't even know what I'm doing here because I should not get views for that. Being relatable is the currency of Twitch. I'm the most unrelatable bitch out here. But like, you guys are relatable, and you're relatable to even people going through weird shit. People who are misfits like me can relate to you, and that's special and important. And that's why you have like partner level views, because you are company and relatability on a level that I can never be, and I admire that because it makes people happy, it makes people feel less alone, and that's far more profound in its value than, you know, you will ever know, because you're chads, you're people who don't have to really try to get a woman to look at you. You don't know the level of company that provides for people who are alone.
I mean, I don't know about these guys, Anita. I mean, I don't know about these guys. I don't know. Anyway, continue on.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, I disagree with that because, you know, I've never tried to get women to look at me, and this still doesn't work, you know. So
listen, I just want to say for the record, I've literally been doing a 24-hour live stream before I jumped on here. I'm very sleep deprived. It's very difficult for me to form sentences right now. I did not come here to get showered and compliments because I'm about to cry. So I think it's time.
Yeah, can we be assholes to each other?
That we move on. I want to say thank you so much for the comments, Anita. It means a lot.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It's truly lovely to hear you say that. And I hope you know that it's all mirrored, you know.
I have too much of an ego to look up to anybody or respect what anybody else thinks. But I do, when you say these things, it's because, I don't know, I feel like you're a really no bullshit kind of person. A lot of people suck my dick and give me a lot of bullshit. So when you say some shit, I actually give a fuck about it. So good job. Anyway, with that being said, why are you guys wrong about butts, and why are Anita and I?
Wait, Therapist, you're a butt person. You are, yeah.
He is. Look at his fucking face. Of course he's a fucking butt person, ain't he? Shit.
Not trying to say anything about the appearance you have, Therapist, but
What is being implied? I'm glad I shaved my facial hair. Look at these fucking soy boys with their beards, rubbing it everywhere. Gross, honestly.
I don't like you saying rubbing it everywhere. That's not a good context. That's not a good context. I want to like end this podcast on. Therapist and Bryce, dude. Man, rubbing it everywhere. See you next week.
Hey, therapist, look at your cam this way, and we'll rub together. You know.
Oh my god, why am I so handsome? What is that? Oh, annoying.
Thanks for the podcast this week, Anita. It's been
a blast. Absolutely, totally.
I forgot it was happening today, and I woke up a little angry today, and I was like, why am I angry today? And I realized, oh, Anita's gonna roast the shit out of me today. But turned out pretty good. Go get him. If I could stop beating myself up, that'd be nice. But turned out pretty good. So yeah,
I hope you had fun too, chat.
Go get him. Go get
totally, him. Yeah. Totally, guys. Totally.
This is just gonna be the sign off, chat. We'll see you next week.
Bad people. If you're making us take this more, you guys are assholes. I'll leave my neck hurts.
Get in the sense. Come on.
I don't like this.
Anarchy, come on, let's go.
We'll be back same time next Saturday, chat.
My neck. Okay.
Oh my god.
I can't wait till I'm 40 and have arthritis in every joint. Like that's gonna be great.
The problem then is you're still gonna try to dab, you just won't be able to.
Hey, let's hope I make it there, right? Shit. Okay, are we good? Fuck them. Okay,
we're good. Okay, we're good. I love you guys. You're so much fun to hang around. Thanks
you
for
too.
coming.
You're a real N-word, you know.
What?
Fuck, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, I just forgot. It's okay. She has a pass. It's fine. It's only 5K channel points. It's fine.
Yeah, you can buy a pass on Anarchy's Twitch page.
Okay, so those guys were awesome. Be nice to them. Okay, my rabbit is trying to escape from me. I'm gonna hang up from the call. Shit. I can't see you anymore. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I make you regret having me on sometimes.
Those guys are amazing. So that was the drunk podcast. We had topics. We touched on none of them. But yeah, it's been fun. I love you guys. I'm gonna do like a mod meeting now. What time is it? 23:48. Okay, so I'm only 30 minutes over. I might get less punished than usual. Nah, they're really nice to me. They're awesome. They're so patient with me and my poor concept of time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Peter loves you. Look at him. He's shiny. He's like, help me. No, he's like, touch me. You're awesome. I've had too much gin. This has been Sweet Anita. Goodbye. End screen. This is an end screen. Look at that shit. Do we do a raid? Press 1 for raid. Press 2 for goodbye. Okay, fuck it. Let's do a raid. I'ma fuck your boyfriend. Let's raid this random person I don't think I know. Woohoo! So, thanks for all of the follows, donations, and subs. You've been amazing. Good night. And have an awesome evening. Let's do the raid now. VOD people, you smell bad. Good night.